Welcome back to the Triple Threat Podcast presented by Betalytics Sports Betting. It is our playoff episode, Super Wild Card Weekend.
Boom, boom, boom.
So we're gonna get
I don't know why I nodded my
right
head back and forth. That was
into
dumb.
it. We're gonna get into Tricap of the week.
Tricap of the week.
3-minute drill. Who's got the timer? Michael has the timer. Jesse has the games.
I don't have the games. Yes,
He has. Now he has the games.
He has the games.
I have the games. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Count
ready.
to 3. 1, 2, 3. Browns Ravens.
They beat. I don't know. They beat the crap out of
it.
them.
It was a boring game, but we knew we were gonna win.
Incentives.
Bengals Steelers.
Joe Burrow.
The Steelers'
sucks.
offense sucks
My offense
right
sucks.
now.
My offense sucks, and that's okay. It's not okay, but like I have to deal with
You've
it.
accepted it.
I've accepted it.
It's been accepted.
Texans Titans.
I didn't watch the game. I only watched
Yeah, I
two
didn't
games
watch
on
that.
Sunday.
I don't know.
I thought they did
I
well.
mean, it was kind of meaningless.
They did well. It didn't really mean anything. They were going to be in the playoffs anyway, so it was just kind of
Titans got the number 1 pick.
Panthers Falcons. What a game!
Bryce Young is here.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young is
He
here.
might be the future. He's the future. He's
They
the
have
future.
their franchise quarterback.
That's the guy. They don't need to go draft a quarterback again. They got the guy now.
Surround him with
Saints,
talent.
Bucks.
Saints, Bucks. Good for Mike Evans.
Getting 1,000 yards at the end of the
That
game.
was
awesome.
That was
good.
tough. That was tough. I got to give him
That
that.
was
good props.
awesome.
Bills Patriots. Mitch Trubisky strikes again.
Well, they lost.
Yeah, and the Patriots won, which means they no. Who was it that won? They couldn't get the first round pick.
The
It was the
Patriots.
Patriots. Yeah,
The first
They
pick.
weren't supposed to win because they
Yeah.
could have had the first round pick, but now they gave it to
Because
the
they had
Titans.
that guy in, what's his name?
Joe Milton.
Joe Milton. He
Joe
got
Milton
out.
decided to pop off.
Joe Milton he's pretty good.
All right, Jags Colts.
Jags, Colts.
This game also went to overtime.
It did.
They went to overtime.
I'm sorry.
The Colts won,
Yeah.
right?
Colts won 26-23. Yes.
I don't
Yeah, it was a game.
I don't know.
Football happened.
The Colts are neither
Good
team
one.
is good.
Commies Cowboys.
Terry
Commies,
Terry
Cowboys.
Terry
Good
McLaurin.
good for Terry
great.
to
McCollum.
get the franchise record
Yeah.
for touchdowns in a
We'll
season.
get to that one in a second because you actually were there, so you can give us all of that. Giants Eagles.
Giants, Eagles.
This game would be a little more interesting if
I think
Barkley got
AJ
the
Brown's
Chiefs.
sleeping on the sideline just to find the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
it was okay. I mean,
okay. It was
they
okay.
had their third strings in, so
Bears Packers.
Bears.
Bears got to win.
The Packers-
A meaningless win, but they got to
The
win.
Packers are losing in the first round.
They ended with a dub, so honestly, I'll give it to them.
They scored. I'm pretty sure they looked better with Malik Willis in the game
Yeah,
than Jordan Love before his injury.
that's type crazy. But Seahawks Rams.
It's true. Seahawks,
we got?
Rams.
Seahawks Rams. Yeah.
The
The Seahawks won a meaningless game because it wasn't going to get them into the
Good
playoffs
for
anyway.
Geno Smith getting his
20
incentives.
seconds. 20 seconds. Dolphins Jets.
Dolphins, Jets. The Dolphins are horrible.
And the Jets are somehow relevant. Chiefs
Not
Broncos.
really.
Carson, what the absolute heck?
But
What
I
did you take
believe-
better than
Carson,
that?
Carson Wentz made Mahomes look great this
My
season.
gosh.
I believe.
Of course you believe when
Go.
you play the second and third strings. Chargers Raiders.
off.
Chargers, Raiders, whatever. We're
Sure.
close enough.
Close. Keep going.
Chargers, Raiders. Chargers look
It was
good.
just hard to talk about this game because they're all bad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just like incentive games.
Cardinals Niners.
If you needed money, you played well. but
I didn't care.
I like these games don't like really like. I guess
My Cardinals won. Yay.
the
Only
49ers had the a season from
I
hell.
believe only
Yeah.
like 2 games really mattered this week.
and it's
maybe
the next one I'm about to mention.
No,
Vikings Lions.
I think the Lions found the way to
Beat the Vikings.
disrupt their offense. It's just blitz the crap out of Sam Darnold.
Yep.
They
That's what
blitzed
got
on
to do.
60% of the plays.
Oh, I
And
agree,
also whoever was covering Justin Jefferson that game had a heck of a game.
Bro, he said
Had a
did you
heck
see
of
the
a game.
Did you see the quote
He was-
from like high school?
Yes.
He's like, "Yeah, I clamped Justin in high school." I'll do it again.
It's simple to me. And
I
he did.
might have butchered that quote, but like that's what he said basically.
Clamped him in high school. Why not now?
Paraphrase. So
All right.
it was just funny, like
it's
his
a-
confidence.
We don't need to talk about our games. Our games are meaningless to me. At
Hey,
least. I don't
AFC
even know
North
about
champions.
Yeah,
Back-to-back seasons.
that's unfortunate.
Cool.
Now I'm gonna hear
That's
that.
all I got from
I'm
my
gonna
game.
hear that for the rest of the year.
Oh, and Lamar's first player to
Only if
have,
they win the Super Bowl.
That's true.
Lamar was the first player to have 4,100 passing yards and 900 rushing yards in NFL history,
Yeah.
and 4,000 passing and 800 rushing. It was the first in NFL history.
That's our Ravens fan right there, guys. Enjoy that.
Derrick Henry.
Anything about him or just saying
No,
his
he
name?
had-
saying
I was
his
gonna say-
name.
It was the
Just saying
third.
his name.
It was the third season he had 1,500 yards and at least 15 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And
But-
that's the most in
Michael.
NFL history.
And I love that you know that, but we're gonna get to his game now. So
I can throw out really cool stats too.
in fact, I could do the same.
We
with
were
mine.
we're
But
talking about
anyway,
our games.
I'm joking. Michael
Sorry.
was at the Cowboys Commanders game in Texas,
Yes.
so he got to sit there and see the vibes and everything, and like how it all went
Vibes
out.
were amazing.
So,
I was.
tell us what you saw at the game.
So
Cowboy fans.
went to the game. The Cowboys fans, honestly, okay,
Damn.
not as many as you think. There was a lot of
Because at that
Commanders.
point their season was done.
Yeah, but
so
this is Dallas.
that's true.
football-
They will go
they-
watch
they-
football, but like it's done.
Dallas fans go hard for football no matter what's going on.
I think they're paying more attention to Texas right now.
Probably.
Well,
The
Texas wasn't
Cowboys.
playing yet.
Wait,
Texas wasn't playing yet, and it wasn't a bad game to go to. It's also a rivalry.
I mean, it was a close game.
It's a rivalry
23-19 is close.
I'm
But
just
a
saying,
lot
like,
of Commanders fans were there. Had a lot of fun. It was really funny. There was this couple that was sitting in front of me. The wife was a Cowboys fan, and the husband was a Commanders fan, and she was talking so much trash the whole game until the last 10 seconds.
Can I ask you a question? How did you feel about Jaden Daniels sitting in the second half?
I was happy about it. No, I was happy
got
about it
injured.
because he didn't get injured. I found out it was just it was rumored that it was a thought to be injury, but it was nothing happened.
They just sat him for the
They just
second
sat
half.
him,
They wanted to save him for the playoffs.
Yes,
well,
basically.
he had leg soreness. Well, not okay. Well,
A
he
sore
had
leg
leg
is not
soreness.
really. He's had leg soreness all season, pretty much.
Yeah, so that's
It's not-
that's an injury.
It's not something I'm worried about that injury. That's it's just.
No, I'm not saying it's a serious injury, but
He asked me my opinion on why Jane Daniels sat. I didn't ask you.
just saying.
Well, just say something else.
Goodness.
I'm talking
the
now.
hostility.
All right.
He did. Did you ask Jake?
I did not ask Jake.
See, that's what I thought.
I did not.
So I was happy.
I don't mind his opinion.
I don't need the smart
Well, I
comments
didn't get to
either.
finish my opinion.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
letting you. I was just talking to you. Goodness. Just keep going.
So I was a little bit concerned because they didn't announce it because I didn't know what was going on for a little while
So
until.
you thought in your mind he was injured, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh shoot,
Yeah, I
we're
was.
gonna have to start Marcus Mariota against the Bucks next week.
Which were not the worst.
Not the worst
Not the
situation in
worst.
the world,
Like-
but you would want to have your rookie out there.
Yes.
That's done well all season.
Yes, I love Mariota. I was actually really excited to get to see him play. That's the guy.
Live. You got to see him play live.
I got to
which
see
is
Mariota
sick.
play live. I'm an Oregon Ducks fan. He was the guy who got me into football.
And that's great.
I was thrilled to see
And
him.
that's a great story.
I was like, it's kind of like, imagine you was like, oh no, we benched our Heisman winning quarterback for another Heisman winning quarterback.
Yep, that's a
That's a fun
weird
sta-
place to be.
Yeah, but it was kind of crazy. I was where my seats
Where were you sitting? Yeah.
So we were the second row up in the end zone that Terry McLaurin caught the touchdown in. So I was like,
You had great
right there.
seats.
I
You
was
had
right
great
there.
seats.
It was
Goodness, man.
an amazing game.
Yeah.
Food was good too.
Fun fact. I still have not been to an NFL game yet. I gotta get to one.
You
should have gone.
We gotta get to one. I gotta get.
Next season we'll look at the tickets.
We gotta look at tickets. I gotta get to
just
one.
any-
At least one.
we
Are
might
you
need to
talking
drive-
any
We
game?
might need to
Huh?
drive.
Steelers games. I would more want to go to one of those. I would go to Pittsburgh to watch a game.
Pittsburgh.
They have
okay.
their schedule out. You can look at it.
So they play. No,
I know. I haven't looked at it yet.
We should try to go to New York this year because that must have been cheap.
Probably. All right. Any other games you want to talk
They
about
Nah.
that are pressing? Do we want to talk about the Lions Vikings game
The
anymore? Or
Lions
we kind of
Vikings
just.
game, if it was closer, it would have been more entertaining. To
I
talk
mean-
about, but
I don't know. I mean, the whole
Jameer Gibbs.
4 touchdowns.
thing
4
for me
touchdown
is
performances. Goodness.
it's like the Vikings weren't even supposed to be on the field. with the Lions.
To be fair, they weren't supposed to be this good at all this season. Like, if
Yes,
being
but they're
legitimate.
14-2 going into the game, and they look like they shouldn't have even been on the field.
Because they shouldn't
Like
have
it was
been.
like it's like they were playing the Giants.
It's exactly what you said. They figured out how to stop the high power offense, and that was just to blitz Sam Darnold every chance they got. And when they did blitz him every chance they got, he made the throws that we have seen him do before when he was a Jet, when he was a Panther, when he was on the Niners. Like we've seen that from him.
There are some things though, like there were some calls missed for the
Yeah, there were
Vikings,
calls.
like,
There's games
Yeah,
will
but-
be like when you how I want to say this, like when you're a football game is not cut and dry. There are also a lot of things that could be.
There's things you can't control.
There are things you
Yeah,
can't
it's
control.
human error.
The refs are gonna call certain things. There's human error. There's the atmosphere of the game. Like there's so many things to put into perspective that like we could talk about it forever. But end of the matter is that the Vikings are now the first team. I think the first team I've ever seen be a 14-win team and be the fifth
Yeah.
seed in the playoffs.
It is the
which
first time.
Insane.
Partly because
Insane.
they're playing 17 games, but regardless, like there's
yeah.
never been a wild card team with this many
We can't do
wins.
anything about that.
Yeah.
It's just
No,
we
I'm
have
just saying,
to
like-
address
So,
the facts of where we
Any
got.
team
Now,
has no wild card team has ever had this
Instead of being
many
able to
wins.
stay home this week and rest up, now the Vikings have to head to Arizona to go play the Rams on Monday, which that will not be fun. And then if they somehow get out of that one
I'm
and
glad-
win that,
I'm kinda glad Washington
then
didn't have to do
then I would assume they'd be playing the Lions then because they'd be the lowest seed. Unless something crazy happens with the Packers
Yeah.
Eagles game or the Bucks Commanders game.
I was just thinking. I was
Unless
thinking about something.
if the Commanders win, then
If the Commanders,
would play the
win,
Lions.
then they go play the Lions, and then the
Depends if
Vikings will
depends
play the
if
winner of the Eagles.
I'm not saying
Packers.
I'm not saying you're guaranteeing it's going to happen. If the Packers win, they would play the Lions.
They would play them.
Yeah,
and then-
it's the lowest seed plays the
So- Yeah.
1 seed.
So, I'm not saying that the Vikings still can't make a playoff run. I think they could definitely go toe to toe with the Rams
Anything
on
can
Monday.
happen.
Anything can happen. But this doesn't look. It didn't look like a great game to end your season, especially how you guys you've been riding this win streak. Sam Darnold's looked like a top 10 quarterback, borderline top 15.
Keeping the guy that they're talking about, even trading JJ McCarthy to keep.
Literally. So there's but you just had a stinker like this, and it was
Give
just
them a
like,
better offensive line though.
Yeah,
and, like,
and
might fix
offensive
things.
line, it has to be put in. Like if
They have a good O-line.
If Christian Darrensaw was
Fix some
there, it'd be a
stuff.
whole other
He was
ballgame.
yeah.
If Christian
Well,
Darrensaw
yeah,
was there,
but
it'd
he
be a
had
whole
the
other
torn
ballgame.
ACL.
That's what I'm saying.
We're
But
not
if he
playing-
was,
And they
but
traded
if
for
he was-
Cam Robinson.
But if he was on the line, if he had Cam Robinson still, and you had Christian Darrensaw, it'd be a whole different O line. It'd be a whole different ball.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they had
That's
Darisaw, they wouldn't
That's what I'm saying.
get Robinson, though.
So that's what I'm saying. The football game, you have to talk about the context of the game, and it's that the O-line wasn't great for him. But Sam Darnold has played with that O-line since Christian Darrisaw's been out, and he still performed well.
Yeah.
But against the Lions, they just knew how to beat him. Simple as that.
Well, I mean, the DC was just like,
He knew how to. He knew.
we're
how
just
to
gonna
stop him.
blitz him.
Mhm.
One, because the Lions are
How's-
like on
how-
their third string corners.
Question: how's Aiden Hutchinson looking?
The only way he would play is if they made the
They have
Super
to
Bowl.
make
Oh, the Super Bowl? I
They
thought- I
have
didn't
to
know if it was the
They
divisional
have to
or-
make the Super Bowl, and then it'd be a game time decision if they would even consider putting Hutchinson in the game.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like which one it
Because
was.
the man broke his tip. He broke a bone.
He did.
He broke a bone.
Yeah, he
It's not
snapped
like
his leg.
It's not
not a
all
fracture.
cut and dry. And yes, that happened. Like when did that happen? It was like
October.
weeks. Yeah, it was October. So like he's had
Week
months.
7.
He's had months. He's obviously up. He was up and walking, and stuff like that. But like he can't just. I don't
Playing
know.
football and
like
walking are two
if I'm a
different
lion,
things.
if I'm Dan Campbell. I just see how the defense rides out. If it really gets
Let it be a Super Bowl
if they
decision.
somehow no, I'm not saying somehow, that sounds disrespectful. If they make the Super Bowl, it's a game time decision to be like if I want to put
Honestly,
Aiden
it's the
Hutchinson in the
Lions. You have
game,
to say somehow,
or if I just want to leave the defense out that I have right
I mean,
now and hope for the best.
I don't think it's disrespectful to say if somehow, because like
It's the Lions.
there's, I mean,
they're
never done it.
there's other
they're
good
the number one
teams.
seed, so I want to give them their due.
Yeah, but
Any
you
team
could.
could win the Super Bowl
Yeah.
this year.
I agree, but I have to
Or
give
make
I
it.
have to
Well,
give
not
them their
every
due.
team, but
All right, the
Texas ain't win the Super Bowl.
I'm talking about. I'm looking at the NFC. Any team can
Rams
go
ain't
to.
winning
Any
the
team
Super
can
Bowl.
make it to the Super Bowl. I think they can make it.
I also think they could. It's possible.
They're not going to
Yeah.
win. but
Possible.
They could make it. but they're
I
not
mean,
going to.
yeah,
Everything would have to go their way.
Yeah, like,
Everything would have to go their way.
yeah.
So it's simple as that.
But one more thing about the Lions.
Hey, you talk
with
about it. I
their-
gotta find my heavenly performance of the
with
week
their
real quick,
defense-
'cause gotta
I have a
look
tie
for it.
right now between two for mine.
With their defense, with how they were blitzing 60% of the time against the Vikings, they do have to be careful because, like, I don't think they would do this, but you can't be doing that against like the Eagles or what are the other teams? The
Eagles, the Packers, the
Bucks.
Commanders, the Bucks, the
Like,
Rams.
there's- you're not going to be able to do like because you're leaving your cornerbacks on an island when you're blitzing like that. There's a lot of one-on-ones.
That is true.
There's a lot of because I'm assuming it's a lot of one high safeties.
And also losing Terrion Arnold is a blow for the secondary.
That's what I'm
'cause
saying.
They already
Like,
have
their
a
defense
lot,
is-
they already
they have
a lot
so
of-
many injuries.
A lot of injuries right now.
So I'm kind of worried about their defense, especially when they go up against a better offense, or like not a better.
Well, they're gonna
I mean,
play.
the Vikings
they're gonna
offense
play,
is really
they're
good. I'm not saying that.
They're not gonna play. They're not gonna play a better offense until maybe the NFC Championship game, maybe, depending on who wins. Who wins the?
I mean, if the
wild card.
Commanders,
If the Commanders win, that's a possibility.
the Bucks,
If
the Bucks have a
possibility.
good offense.
Yes, possibility. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like they're. I'm worried about their defense.
Most teams, except for most teams are really great on offense and mid on defense that are in the NFC.
The only ones that I would say, the Eagles,
That's why I said most.
the Vikings, they have a good defense.
So one thing I remember from the beginning of the season being so ticked off about that we didn't do was go after Gilmore.
Yeah.
And then I remember reading about everyone's like, oh, the Commanders, they're now like a corner away from being a great defense. And now we have to watch St. Juice play every week, and it's ticking me off.
Then draft
He's gone.
somebody.
He's gone.
Yeah,
we did,
He's probably gonna be.
but we.
No, I'm saying this year.
Oh, we're drafting
Well,
somebody.
anything else before we get to heavy performance?
Not.
All right,
Not
keep
with
it up,
that.
G.
No.
Keep it up there, bro.
Excuse me.
Goodness gracious, he can't.
Excuse me.
He can't even do it. Should I have done it?
Just do it.
I had a burp.
Go ahead and do it.
Now we're gonna hand out our heavenly performances of the week.
Week
Who's
18,
going
Last one
first?
of the regular season.
I was gonna ask. I have like two guys. I like want to like
Then
split
do
with.
two.
They do too.
There's no
if you
rules.
want to do two heavenly performances, go for it.
I didn't. There's no rules
All right,
for how
bet.
many people
I'm
you
gonna
pick.
go. Mine is a joint one, and they work together. I'm giving it to both Terry McLaurin and Marcus Mariota. Both
Okay,
of them
I
had
respect
an
that.
amazing game, and Terry McLaurin breaking a franchise record that has held for 30 years. It's
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is indeed insane.
there's Art Monk who had it before him, but yeah,
Your
like
uncle.
Art Monk.
Oh, I thought you said your uncle. I was
Nah.
like, wait, what?
Nah,
Your uncle's in the NFL, bro? That's crazy.
I
Wait,
wish.
tell me what yours is real quick.
Huh?
All right, no, go. You go.
Are
You
you
go.
on the same game?
You go. Just go.
Oh my
Just go.
oh, this
Just
is
go.
gonna be
I
interesting.
don't know.
This will be funny.
Just go.
I'm switching my last minute.
No. Do yours. Do
Okay,
yours.
fine.
Do yours.
I'm giving my heavenly performance of the week to Bryce Young, from the Panthers.
Dang
brother
it.
had
You should.
200.
Why'd you tell him to?
I know. He had 200.
Because he already had it. I'm
He
not
had
gonna take it.
251 passing yards and had 5 total touchdowns in his overtime win against the Falcons, basically knocking them out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that was just a big game from him.
Well, the Bucks winning also.
Panthers have their future quarterback. If they just get a couple of pieces on offense, the sky's the limit for this team. Go ahead.
Yeah, if once you said we had the same game, I was like, I know who's picking. So that's why I'm not gonna steal your guy.
Well, it wasn't gonna be what's the guy's name for the Falcons?
I was thinking of Drake London.
Bijan?
He had 187
London?
yards.
I was no the quarterback.
He had
Penix.
187 yards.
Penix had 312.
Yeah, but
And 2 touchdowns.
I don't think he's gonna pick him over Bryce Young.
Drake London
Why?
had 170 yards.
Because Bryce Young had a better game.
No, Bryce Young. I would say Bryce Young had the better game.
He did, but
Drake London
Michael
also.
Penix.
They had.
If he
and I don't
picked
think he's
Penix-
risking saying his name
And
again.
also, Bijan had 107. We didn't even talk about
Fair
Bijan.
enough.
We never talked about Bijan. Bijan cooked.
Did you hear what he
It was
said?
not his fault. What?
Did you hear what he said?
What did you say?
He said you didn't want to risk saying his name again.
Yeah, I didn't want to. No.
It's like,
I don't want to queue up the last time I said it, but it
go
was
back
not,
and watch it.
Go back and watch it because it was not.
Yeah,
fun.
check out a previous episode. You'll see Jesse say something really funny.
Man, it was
regarding Michael Penix.
It was not my finest hour. Okay, just say your
right.
heavenly performance. Let's move
My
on.
heavenly performance goes out to Quentin Johnston.
Never thought I would hear his name.
I'm giving him some
Never.
love. This man has gone through a lot regarding his performance, and yes, he's not been good. He's had a lot of drop issues. He's had a lot of getting separation issues. So I'm gonna
he has a lot of problems of being a wide receiver.
But also.
Sorry.
He's good at running.
He's great at running.
He's great at. He could be
in the Olympics for us if he wanted
He's like
to go.
6'4".
He's great
6'5".
jumping up there and not catching it.
Listen, but I'm giving him love because
how do you do? I didn't watch the game.
He had 180.
He had 13.
He actually kind of cooked.
13 catches, 186.
He actually kind of cooked.
See, with fantasy not being on, I didn't know how he did.
And I kind of feel bad for him because of the stuff he went through, being like how good he was at college, getting drafted, not performing to the level that people expected him to right out of the gate.
Where did he play again?
TCU. And
that's
Horned
hard.
Frogs.
Horned Frogs.
So like I just want to give him some love because he deserves it.
I just found out that,
and I don't think a lot of people will be talking about it,
Okay,
even after this game.
to be fair, I'm gonna show a little bit of stupidity. I didn't know that TCU was in Texas. I'm gonna be honest. Until I went
Do you know
there.
what TCU stands for?
No, I didn't know.
Christian
I just never cared, to be fair.
Is it Texas Christian University?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Texas
I know
Christian.
that now, but I just didn't care.
They also have really cool colors.
Bro, their football uniforms
their
are
colors
sick.
are actually kind of good.
Oh no,
They're not Oregon's, but they're up there.
No,
they're
but like
pretty dang
purple, white, and black.
good. It's pretty.
I mean, you can't really
It
go up against
goes
Oregon
hard.
for a jersey who's got University of Nike.
I agree.
University of
I
Nike,
agree.
and they have the whole Nike
Well,
department.
yeah, we're
making
like
gear.
Oregon's Oregon. Like we're not.
Oregon's
It's not,
yeah.
it's not fair. It's
we're
like,
not turning into a college football podcast. Come on, we're done. We're
No,
done.
but like we're.
We can
I'm
talk-
just.
I'm joking.
we talk about it.
But like
I don't care.
TCU's like their white uniforms
I still
or their
think-
black.
Yeah.
Notre Dame though,
Tough.
My goodness.
Tough.
who's in the
What?
college football championship.
Yeah, they just won.
I hope
They
they wear
just
those
won.
gray uniforms.
Sorry, Penn
gray?
State.
The gray with the gold. It's new for this year. But
I saw it. It's a
tough.
cool.
Is
It's
it?
a cool combo.
it's
a
like
cool
they've
combo.
got an old font for
You
it.
They
gotta-
should wear their green.
You gotta.
look like a bunch of freaking
Oh my
leprechauns.
gosh. Anyway.
Anyway, let's continue.
Sorry.
But those are our performances of the week. So do we want to get into our wildcard weekend prayer picks?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
Boys, here we go.
Here we go. It's playoff time.
It's playoff
Sorry.
time, baby.
That was aggressive.
Hopefully your team made it.
And if your team didn't make it, I'm sorry.
Go join him in Cabo.
You get to join. You get
Go
to.
go in Cancun.
This
Have
is
some fun.
This is your week to pick a team to root for.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You could bandwagon.
if
This
you
is
have
your
a
free
bet-
time to
This is not your
bandwagon.
it's not your team, but you get to just cheer for a
This is
team
a
and
yeah.
like hope they
the
do
public service announcement. If your team is horrible, and if you're drafting in the top 5,
I borderline
even
wanted
top
to
10,
switch my
even
goodbye.
top 10, would you agree? Like if it was like if they're drafting top 10, like top 5, but
Oh
even
yes,
top
if
10,
you're a top 10 draft pick, you should definitely have
you
somebody
can
to
have
pick.
the right to
You
root
could
for a
pick
team.
You could pick the Chiefs, and I would not be mad.
and not be labeled a bandwagon.
You could pick the Chiefs. I wouldn't be mad at all. I'm like, especially if you're a Tennessee Titans fan, pick the Chiefs. Enjoy it. Enjoy being on a good.
Or the Eagles.
like being a fan of a good team.
AJ Brown. I don't know how the fans feel about him right
or
now,
you could be
but
fun and choose like a team like the Lions or like the
you want a fun team? Pick the Bucks.
The Bucks. I'm a Commanders fan
If
and
you
I
pick
like
the
the Bucks.
Steelers, you're dumb.
The Bucks or the Broncos.
I'm sorry,
Broncos-
but you are.
Broncos
You
are
picked the wrong
fun.
time of the year to be a Steelers fan because it's
Thanks.
great for the regular season, but
Great for the regular season, but when you hit playoffs, it's rough.
Mike Tomlin out.
it's like being a
Question
Sixers
mark?
fan.
I don't want to talk about that. Yet.
Possibly.
I have some.
Can I
left
cue-
to my
can I
Tomlin,
cue
but-
All right,
that-
I got it.
No,
I'm sorry.
You always cue it.
All right, go ahead.
Jake, let
All
him
right.
cue it.
Prayer picks of the week, wild card weekend. Here we go. All the wild card games Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's a lot of football. Well, not a lot of football, but you know what I'm saying. All right, first game.
A lot of days with football.
A lot of days with football.
That's what he
Thank
meant.
You. Thank you, Jake. First game up, we have the Chargers heading to Houston to take on the Texans. Chargers are 3-point favorites, and it's on Paramount Plus CBS. So, Boys,
I have the
who'd you pick?
Chargers.
I took the Texans.
I took the Chargers.
Harbaugh, baby.
In Harbaugh we trust?
Did
Yeah.
you see they just signed Zeke?
Unless they play, I'll root for the Chargers.
Never mind. I picked the Chargers. I picked the Chargers.
He lied.
I'm sorry. I picked the Chargers. Never mind. Yeah, I picked the Chargers. Upset, baby. Upset alert.
That's
Upset
not-
alert.
Like the Texans
The
are
Chargers
just,
are favored.
I mean,
in that.
sorry, not upset alert, but
They're gonna
upset to
cover.
me because
They're
the
gonna-
Texans are home.
they're gonna
So-
cover.
Technically, they're not home. Wait, are they home?
No, they're in.
My bad, I was
Houston.
thinking about-
They're in Houston. They
You're
won the
thinking
division. They're home.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about the wrong
Yeah.
California team.
No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, I just think the Chargers are on a Also, we didn't even mention this. We're praying for everybody in LA. Those fires it's a tough thing to deal with right now. Hopefully you guys are
That
safe.
sucks.
Praying for y'all.
I think it was Miles Teller's home burnt down.
Yeah. So praying for y'all.
JJ Redick's
I
rental
hope
house burnt
everybody's
down.
safe. I hope you guys
I just saw that.
have a place to stay for the time being, and hopefully you guys can rebound and build back up. Because
I hate to say it, but
it's tough.
For
That's
most of
tough.
the people I've seen whose houses burnt down, I think they're doing fine in places to stay.
Yeah.
Because most of the houses that burnt down is
Oh, rich. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not saying it's
Did
like
you
I'm not
see-
trying to say
Yeah,
anything.
no. I'm with
like,
you.
I'm looking at the
I'm with
houses.
you. Yeah.
This is
That's
that just
horrible.
reminded me really quick. Did you see like before when there were the wildfires that it was like everything burnt down except it was like Oprah's house and like The Rock or something?
Yeah, we're not getting into conspiracies
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
not gonna
Like,
get. We're not
I don't
want
want to get.
that.
I'm not. I'm just saying that's weird.
Yes,
That's weird.
it's a
But
weird
yeah.
coincidence.
But yeah, praying for y'all.
Conspiracy politics here.
Praying
Just
for y'all.
Saying
Hope,
that's weird.
hope everything's well.
Done.
And yeah. So we want to move on.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's move on to the next game on Saturday.
I don't. Y'all know what time it is. It's the AFC North divisional matchup in the playoffs. We got the Steelers heading to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Who did you pick, Jake?
Baltimore are 9.5-point favorites on Prime Video. So,
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Is it 9.5?
Showing this game. It's 9.5. That's what I'm looking at.
I heard some like show or something say it was like 7.5. I'm like, I just saw it was like 10.
No, it's 9.5.
I can see it being either way.
It went down half a point, but it was 10 when I heard that show. But
It makes sense for a betting odds for it to be 9.5 over.
Y'all already know
Yeah.
where he is. Y'all already know where I am.
Ravens, baby.
Go ahead, Michael.
I'll be at the
chose-
game too.
You good? I chose the
I'm
Ravens.
sorry.
Good job.
I'm sorry. That was
Hey,
I'm sorry.
that's
I like-
no. And see, here's the thing.
That's-
I
that
would
sounded
pick-
aggressive.
The Ravens is the right answer, but you guys already know why I'm picking them.
No,
I'm
you got
not
you got to stay
holding
loyal.
I
you.
have to stay here.
You got to stay
until
loyal. I respect
the,
it.
the ship until the train falls off the tracks. That's where we
Bro,
are.
I'm about
if it
to
was
stay loyal too later on.
Yes.
For
Bro,
a few-
if it
for a
was
few teams.
flipped-
I have to do it.
Jesse, if it was flipped, I would be in the same exact boat.
Yeah. So,
You don't bail on your team.
one thing to
Unless you're a
consider. The
coward.
only thing to consider
Or Cowboys fan.
for
I'd
the
understand
Ravens.
for Jerry Jones.
The only thing to consider for the Ravens is that Zay Flowers will not be playing in this game.
Yeah, that's
So
that's tough.
It's not. You have Lamar and Derrick Henry, so it's not a factor.
It's not the end
but
of the world,
losing your
but-
best pass catcher out there on the field is semi a factor. So we'll
Yeah,
have
it's-
to watch and see how Rashad Bateman does. If that means Mark Andrews going to be a
funny thing
threat,
is-
Isaiah Likely will do some packages with him. How that's going to look.
Tylen Wallace will have to
Tylen
step
Wallace will
up.
probably have to step up. Justice
Aguilar.
Hill might have to step up. Aguilar will step up. So
Who else?
it's
Maybe
Like-
Tez Walker.
maybe Tez Walker. So that's
Deontay
a lot
Johnson.
of
Oh, wait a minute.
a lot of stuff has to be put
I
into play.
don't like him.
He's not on your team anymore.
I can't stand that guy.
And then for us, I just hope the offense does better than what it does in the last 4 games. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
That's all.
Bro,
I'm
it's gonna be
asking
so
for.
cold.
But Jake will be there.
It's gonna be so
He'll be at
cold.
the game.
Cry more about
It's gonna be
it.
so
So,
worth it
Going
though.
to your football game, crying
Yeah.
about
No,
the
no,
weather.
I'm not
Crying
crying
about
about
it.
it.
Crying about the
That-
weather.
it's not what I meant. That sounded bad. It's not what
It's
I
gonna
meant.
be
Yeah.
so cold.
So cold.
Why don't you go to the Buffalo game?
Speaking of the Buffalo game, nice switch. Those are Saturday
Good one.
games.
That was good.
Sunday,
1 p.m.
we got Broncos heading to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Bills
The
are
Bills.
8-point favorites.
I saw something about Von Miller sending his old team home, which is is kind of crazy.
Be funny. That'd be very, very funny.
On the Super
I didn't
Bowl.
even think of that. I forgot. I know he was on the Broncos, but I forgot.
That he's on the
I
Bills.
didn't think about it.
That's the only place he won a ring with.
No, I didn't
But
think
the Bills,
like.
you forget about he's on that team.
No, I know, I do. But then you have to remember he won a ring with the Broncos.
No,
as
I
well.
know he was on the Broncos. I just didn't think of it.
No, I
Yeah.
got you. All right, Michael, who'd you pick?
I picked the Bills.
I also picked the Bills.
You know,
You can't believe it anymore.
You can't believe.
I
anymore.
love Bills. I love the Bills. I like Josh Allen a lot. I love Bills Mafia.
Are you gonna believe?
You
gonna
understand it's in Orchard Park. I know it's a tough piece to play.
He's gonna.
Give me the Broncos.
He's believing. Wow! Upset alert!
I
Upset
can't
alert!
believe it.
Upset alert! Upset alert's going crazy right
Give
now.
me Nick Bonito or Pat Surtain with a pick six.
Okay, but what about the other 20 points they're going to need to win?
Bo Nix, baby.
So true.
Start believing because it's happening.
So,
Yeah.
but what happens when Josh Allen has 20
I have to see if there's
20
anybody
rushing
injured.
yards?
He
Not
ain't.
doing it.
Not against that
Like
defense.
important people.
Not against that defense.
No one really.
Josh
important.
Allen's going to just catch another touchdown.
Luckily, the Bills, everybody's mostly healthy, so you're getting everybody pretty much ready to go.
Oh, they got I forget his name.
Matt Milano?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, that's
He's back. So
But-
that's another piece.
Before we move to the next game, after all that like dramatic stuff, but the reason I picked the Broncos is because the Bills
believe.
defense is not great.
Okay.
Like they have issues. They have issues in the back end. Like their secondary is not great.
Bo Nix isn't great in the playoffs.
He's
I
never
had to
been in the
watch.
playoffs.
In general.
No,
He's
but
never been in the playoffs.
Oh.
I think
This isn't college football.
I also think the Broncos offense
It's playoffs.
objectively
And their defense is crazy.
they like their pass catchers are not like
Bro, the Bills
they have
corners are not good.
I'm not
or
saying
great.
they don't have
Not good.
playmakers.
That's not what I meant. I meant
Cortland
great.
Sutton is a playmaker. Marvin Mims is a playmaker. Who's the other guy they picked up?
Bailey?
Yeah, he's also
I think he's a rookie.
He's an X factor.
He's pretty good. Did you see
Devontae
that
Williams
tip
is an
catch,
X
though?
factor. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying
That
that
was
the
crazy.
Broncos offense don't have good players. All I'm saying is that the Bills defense has been tested before, and I think that they can hold on the Broncos,
They beat the
especially
Lions.
But-
especially with the home field advantage. There's
Also-
home field advantage does a lot for you.
The Bills did beat the Lions.
The Bills did beat the Lions.
But also, like, the Broncos have arguably the best O line in football, so they're gonna protect Bo. For the most part,
most part.
like he probably gets some
Greg Rousseau's
pressure.
probably still gonna have a game. Somehow,
But-
someway, he's gonna have a game. It's Greg Rousseau.
The defense and
Respect
him
Greg.
protecting Bo Nix, like getting him a clean pocket. I think they have enough weapons to keep up, and I feel it. I believe.
You want to
John-
move on?
Yeah.
Next
All right.
game.
Next game, we got the Packers heading to Philadelphia to
Blowout.
take on the Eagles. Eagles are 4.5 point favorites. Only 4.5. So it's not as high, but you gotta feel good about this game if you're an Eagles fan. You start off with a 7 seed. You're gonna start off with a bang.
And a struggling
And
Packers
a struggling
team.
Packers team at that. So with that being said, Michael, who did you pick to win?
I
this
chose
game?
the Packers.
He picked going with the upset. Good on you, buddy. I am going to take the Eagles.
I'm going birds.
It's on birds. There we go.
Fly Eagles fly.
Enough said. You want to move on, or you want to talk about why you picked the Packers?
I think we all know why.
Yeah, we know why you picked
I
the
don't really.
Packers.
At this point, if it's not clear,
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know. Go
I'm
back
not
I
and
don't know what
watch.
to tell you.
I'm not gonna
go back and
I'm
watch
not-
Go back and
previous
watch
episodes.
previous
I'm not gonna
episodes,
go
'cause
back on
you
what I
know
said.
what. You know
it's
what
the
it
same
is.
thing why I don't pick the Steelers.
Yeah,
Same
it's-
thing.
I'm gonna stay consistent and
And why I'm the only person that actually picks teams to win that I know can win.
Well,
Not Petty. Moving on.
Well,
Next game up, we have Sunday Night Football. We got the Commies heading to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucks. Bucks are 3-point
Commies.
favorites.
the Bucks are.
yeah,
Thank
Bucks are
goodness.
3-point favorites.
I prefer that.
they're at home and they're playing a rookie.
They're at home.
So that's why
They're at home.
No. I know.
underdogs.
I like it better when we aren't expected to do well because then every
Well,
time
yeah.
we play
That's
worse.
the best when you're an underdog and you don't have a lot of expectations.
We know what Michael's picking.
Yes.
So, Jake, who do you think's winning this game?
I got. Oh crap! I got the Bucks.
Took the Bucks. I also took the Bucks. And it's not that I hate the commies.
Yeah, I like the commies.
It's just that I think
if
Baker
the commies
Mayfield is
win,
doing great
I'll be
this
happy.
year.
Like I wouldn't.
No.
It's not like I hate the commies.
This was kind of a coin flip. Either of these teams win, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
It's
whoever.
It's whatever.
This game is going to be whoever outscores the other.
Yep.
Every football game.
There's
not going to be a defensive game.
Which offense is going to be better? Is it going to be Baker? Or is it going to be Jalen Daniels?
Whoever. How about this? Whatever defense can come up with a timely turnover,
will probably win.
Or a big stop will win the game.
Okay, I can test that one. All right, and last game up Monday night. Yeah, Monday Night Football. We got the Vikings. Not heading to LA. They're going
Arizona.
They're going to Arizona to play the Los Angeles Rams because, like we talked about, the Wildfires. They moved it to Arizona.
State Farm Stadium.
State Farm Stadium. That's where we're playing this game.
My home.
Minnesota are 2.5-point favorites.
Nothing.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. We know you're Jake from State Farm. Let's go.
I honestly didn't pick that up. I was just trying to.
It wasn't a good joke.
Yeah. You tried. All right.
Anyway.
I'll start this one. I have the Vikings. No, I have the Rams winning this one. Upset alert. I took the Rams.
What was what was the spread?
2.5.
For the Rams.
Vikings,
sorry.
Vikings 2.5-point favorites, yeah.
Give me the Vikings.
Take the Vikings.
I did Vikings as well.
Okay.
I feel like I'm
Matt
very...
Stafford we trust.
I'm chalky besides...
In Matt Stafford we trust.
Besides the
That was probably my only
Broncos.
upset. My upset that was crazy. Unless you think...
What's crazier, mine
Unless you think
or
the
his?
Steelers, but that's just a loyalty thing.
Mine's
just a loyalty thing. That's all that is.
So
I think the Rams is just kind of like I picked it because I want to see.
The Chargers are favorites?
I want to see a good game.
Chargers are favored.
Okay.
Chargers are favored. Yeah.
So I have one. It's the Broncos.
I have one. It's technically I have one since I have always gonna choose my team. I chose the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna.
The Packers.
What was the wait?
Loyalty.
I'm sorry. I'm like can't remember any spreads. What was the Broncos?
It was.
Bucks. Bills are 8-point favorites.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. You took a major underdog, and I respect.
That was worse.
I wish there was a point system. Did I hit that?
How much was the Packers?
4.5.
Yeah, I was like that. Mine wasn't even that
His
crazy.
wasn't even that crazy.
Hey, I'm the Bo Nix guy.
It's kind of crazy.
I'm riding.
Apparently. Pay.
We're gonna move on.
That was not
That
good.
was not the greatest thing you could have said, but it's fine. It's fine. He didn't mean it like that, guys. He didn't mean it. If you take it like that, that's on you. That's
Yeah,
on
get
him.
your head out of the gutter.
That's on you, not him.
Jeez.
But yeah, those are our per picks of
Because it's
Super Wild
it's
Card
a horse.
Weekend, baby.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Yeah, it's a Bronco.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's totally what I meant. Thank you.
Good, Michael.
Thank you for explaining.
Good one, Michael. And I'm
Jeez.
gonna say it again. That was our prayer picks for Super Wild Card Weekend, baby.
Playoffs are here.
We're back. We're back, man.
I'm so excited.
Can't wait. Can't wait to watch some good football all weekend.
Now time for the segment that makes me mad.
Yep. You know the segment. We all love this
Your
segment.
everyone's favorite segment
All right, come on.
in all of YouTube.
You can cue it now.
Just cute.
Now it's time for my power rankings for Wild Card Weekend.
That me and Michael
1
will
through
still
14.
disagree.
1 through 14. I actually, you guys actually might like this one.
Are we going 1 to 14 or 14 to 1?
What do you want?
14 to 1.
Let's do 14 to 1.
Start from the
14?
bottom and
I'll
go-
give you.
go-
I'll give
go.
you some more time.
All right.
Put
14.
the ball back over there, please.
14. I
That's like my
got
Jane Daniels pre-game warm
I know.
up.
I know.
14. I got the Texans.
Yeah, that's.
I respect that.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, I
with that
can't
at all.
disagree on that one. That's a good one.
13. Steelers. It's just because. Listen, the next team. Listen.
No, I'm not saying this because I'm mad. I'm
No, no.
saying it because I'm sad.
No,
I'm
just
sad
like-
we're
no,
the
I'm
second
just-
worst team in the
These
playoffs.
first
But you're
three.
in the playoffs.
Doesn't matter.
Being the worst team in the playoffs is better than being the worst team in the regular season.
That's so true.
True.
Golly, but at least we
could
would
be
have
the
a high
Cow-
draft pick.
You could be the Cowboys.
You could
Well,
have been
we
the
have a high draft
Titans,
You
bro.
could be the Cowboys.
Bro, imagine
And
Titan
they have a
fans
number
right now.
one draft
Are
pick.
there Titans fans? I have yet to see one.
I know a Titans
Oh,
fans.
my-
I know a few. I know a few.
Katrina's family or her aunt's a Titans
I
fan.
was gonna say, they're Eagles fans.
But
See, but that's not because I'm mad. That's just because I'm sad.
no,
that
no,
we're
I was just
13.
trying to like
Just
queue
fact
up.
that you know it's true.
I was
know
just
it's
trying to
true,
go.
but like,
I was just trying to go to my next team because the first three teams are like they're like a tier.
okay, go ahead.
12 Packers.
Okay.
Because all three of those teams are struggling.
Yeah, they
Going
kind of
into the playoffs.
Past few weeks.
11.
Please, Russell Wilson, I need you to do this game.
11. I got the Rams.
My sanity can't take another offseason where it's just like
We'll just let him. We'll let him talk. 11 Rams.
Okay, I respect that.
10 Broncos.
Okay.
Kind of high, but I'll let it slide.
9 Bucks.
Okay.
8 Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
7 Commanders.
I was shocked. I thought we were gonna be
7.
I was happy with that.
7.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Honestly, like the Bucks, Chargers, and Commanders, you could probably
we're on like a
flip them around.
We're on a 5-game win streak right now.
You are on a 5 game. I'm not trying to disrespect
I like
you for that.
their Commanders are. They
I
can
can't say
be
anything.
sneaky.
We're on a 4-game losing streak. I can't say a
Listen,
word.
if
I
the
can't say a word.
Commanders end up in the NFC title game, no one should be surprised.
The commies?
Yes. No one should be like that shocked.
I would be kind of shocked.
A friend of mine
Bro,
had,
they're playing insanely
I would be
well.
kind of shocked if they beat
I
if
get
they
like they're
beat the
rookie.
Bucks and then somehow beat the Lions. That would kind of shock
Well, it depends
you
if
a little bit.
depends on
Well,
how
yeah,
how the games go.
the Packers aren't winning.
Michael,
I don't think.
If you beat the Bucks, who are favored, and then you beat the Lions, who are definitely going to be favored, and then you make it to the NCAA championship game, whoever you play,
See,
that's
you're,
an all-time.
you're a little bit shocked.
You already saw my pick. I have the Packers winning, so I don't
But you
us
have to.
playing
But you
the
have to
Lions.
think it's a little. You're a little bit shocked.
I would. No, I would.
If
I
that
already
was
said
the
I'd be
path,
happy, but
if
like,
that was the path,
It's just that's what I'm
hard.
saying. I just don't disagree with you saying like no one should be shocked if the Commanders make it. I'd be shocked if they make the NFC Championship game.
It depends on their path. Let's say that.
Okay, sure,
Because like if they play,
sure.
like if they played the Eagles, and they beat, would you be shocked if they beat the Eagles?
Yes. The Eagles are better. You of all people know the Eagles are better than the commies.
This is hypothetical. I obviously think the Eagles would win.
The commies. The Eagles. Objectively they are.
No, like I would pick the Eagles. Like I'm an
I
Eagles
think any
guy.
sane person would pick the Eagles.
But
Nothing against you, Michael. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to
if
speak it out there.
if they did that, like the
I would be
Bucks
shocked.
Lions, that is
I would
an
be shocked.
all-time rookie run
I
in the
would
playoffs.
be shocked and I'd be like, wow, Jaden Daniels might be
All right.
him.
6.
Might be him.
6. I got the Vikings.
Okay.
You like it?
I respect
Another
it.
spot.
I'm not disagreeing with you so far.
This one might have an issue. 5. I have the Bills. And the reason
I have to hear the rest.
the reason I have the Bills at 5,
so the Ravens
their
are still,
defense,
so the
I
Ravens,
don't love.
The Ravens are higher, the Chiefs are higher, the Lions are higher, and who else is higher? The Eagles.
Bro, I know I'm gonna get some crap for that. I know.
Not by us.
If you guys
People in the
disagree,
comments might go crazy.
if you disagree, I get it.
the Burners will go crazy.
But
Indeed.
I don't.
Indubitably.
The reason I did them at 5, I don't fully trust their defense. Their back end scares me.
Well, I'm not really trusting a lot of the other teams you have above them. Their defenses either. So
For the Ravens, and if you're gonna say the Ravens defense, the Ravens have the best defense since week 11.
I was gonna say the Lions defense. Actually, thank you very much.
Oh well,
So I
yeah,
like assuming.
yeah.
Who
I just listen. I just thought you were gonna come at my team.
No, I
I'm
wasn't.
sorry. I jumped the gun.
Look,
I
and
jumped the
also-
gun.
I haven't
And
watched
also,
enough of the Ravens play to
I'm
say
not
anything.
saying that you're saying this is this bias was put involved in this because I don't think you would do that.
It's not like I got the Ravens at 1 though.
no, but
That's a fair
no.
spot.
I'm not saying you. I'm not
Right?
saying anything.
Do you think 4 is a fair? You think 4 is fair?
I think 2 teams could move up and put another team down between the 2.
Who?
I think Ravens, in my opinion, would be 5 and Bills would be 4. But that's my honest opinion,
Alright.
and I don't think that's crazy. They're
I don't
still
think.
a top 5
Hey,
team in the
I love
in the
the
playoffs.
I love the underdog role.
They're still a
Bring
top
it.
5 team in the playoffs. So I don't think.
Yeah, the
Who's
Packers
3?
got the
3
underdog.
Eagles,
Okay.
2 Lions,
Okay.
1 Chiefs. Any thoughts?
I can't be mad at
No,
that because
you're
it's
good.
Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
Listen, do I want to do that? No. But I
nobody
can't
wants to do it.
deny
Nobody
what
wants to
they've
do it.
done. They're
15
an insane
They would
dynasty.
be 16-1 if it wasn't for this fluke game.
Yeah.
They would be 16-1.
Yeah.
They'd be 16-1 if
If
it
they
wasn't
just-
if they played everybody.
What's the record for most wins in a season?
The 70.
17-0, which was the 2009 Patriots, I believe.
No, like from the like
2007,
through the
sorry.
playoffs.
Oh, that's the line. The night. The
Like up until the Super Bowl, what was like? Because like I know the Patriots were undefeated and then they lost.
I was gonna say the Dolphins.
It might be the Dolphins.
The 72.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was just
72.
saying.
How many
72 Dolphins.
games did they play?
Every one of them. They won.
No, like how many did they play? Like was it
The
their
starters,
total
are
was
you
like
talking, or
18?
total.
Like how many like did their total wins? Was it what was it like 18?
I think so. I don't remember. I have to Michael's fact checking it right now. But
Because
I don't remember.
my reason I'm saying that because if the I don't think this will happen.
I don't think
personally.
it will either.
The Patriots have the record for most wins in a season.
What is it?
Like regular
16.
season.
16. 16 wins.
What the heck, I didn't remember.
So then
Because like when the undefeated Patriots were in the Super Bowl, I think they were like 19-0.
yeah, 19-0, and they were trying to
the
go
New England
perfect.
Patriots,
20.
the Chicago Bears, and the San
They were
Francisco
they were trying
49ers.
to go. They were trying to go 20-0 and have a perfect season.
Yeah.
There are 3 teams tied for the first place with 18 wins.
Okay.
That's what I'm just saying that because like if the Chiefs won that game, like the Broncos game, I think they would have had a chance to like tie it or break
Or be
it.
close, yeah.
If they won against the Bills, they would have had the record because they played more.
No,
games.
I'm just saying like because
Yeah,
like
no,
they play more games now, so like it's easier probably. So anyway,
I'm not mad at your list. I think the Ravens one is probably the only one I have the most gripe with, just because
I have the Bills because I think the Bills are better than
Bills I would have Bills.
Better
I think
than who?
Bills I think are a top 4 team in the playoffs right now. I would say so. And that's not a knock on the Ravens. It's not a knock on Lamar Jackson. It's just I think they've done
the
a
Ravens
lot
are better. I think it's the Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, and Lions are the best 4 teams.
Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, Lions.
Yeah.
So Eagles wouldn't be in the top 5.
They would be.
so
5.
they would 5.
They would be 5.
Yes, they're in the
Okay.
top 5.
So like no,
So-
like I'm not like
I respect
that's a subject like Ravens
And I'm
Bills
not
that
trying
can
to
be a
talk-
subjective
Okay,
thing.
so, like I'm not trying to hate on the Eagles. I really am not with that. I just think if you
No,
played any
5.
of like
I have them at 3.
They're still
Like-
5.
It's not like
Yeah.
I
it's
feel
5.
like all those teams could beat the Eagles.
Because like if he's saying he would put the Ravens at 5, I'm not mad at him for saying that.
He knows what I'm
Like-
saying.
And no,
He
like
knows what I'm
every
saying.
single list that I've ever seen going into the playoffs right now has the Ravens at 5. So like,
It's not disrespectful.
yeah,
All right.
That's just how we feel. Is that your list?
yeah, that's it.
We're doing
Sick.
time for
Got another
new
list.
game.
You got another
Yes.
list.
Let me pull it up.
Are we
real quick.
guessing? Me and Jesse are guessing this one.
Yeah,
right.
talk about something. I gotta pull it up.
Oh.
Can I bring up my top 5?
Okay, I actually had
Do
something-
it. Do
I
whatever
had
you want.
something-
I gotta pull it up.
Can I pull up my top 5 regular season moments?
After it, can I say something first?
Yes.
So I was watching a video. They were talking about some crazy about the MVP. They're talking about how Lamar Jackson is having a great year, but I think that Josh Allen should get it because fatigue is a very real thing in
The
the
MVP debate is back. Okay.
the voter fatigue is a real thing in the NFL. It's a real thing for everything with the sports.
No, you. I'm
What?
sorry.
Can I finish?
You're just like the debate's back.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not. This is not. This is not even about the MVP.
Yeah.
This is just
No,
how
it's
it
just
came up.
his comment was funny.
Yeah, I'm good.
This is how the points came up about the MVP. Like it started. The discussion
No, you're
started
good,
with
you're
MVP.
good, you're good.
Okay, I found
So
it.
voter fatigue is so real because it makes you hate. It can make you hate a team. Because
It's the same way with the Chiefs and Super Bowls and the Patriots.
That's what I was just bringing up. I was
Yeah.
like if you look at the Patriots, not the Patriots, the Chiefs. Why do we really hate the Patriots? We like there's
Because Tom
no,
Brady was winning every single year.
Yeah,
People
Can I finish?
bored
people
and
hate
sick of it.
dynasties.
Yeah, no one likes them because like if you look at the as a team, they have a lot of. Good
I'm sorry
players.
for cutting you off.
There's like they've a lot. There's a lot of likable things about the Chiefs. Like
Yeah.
you got their head coach. Everyone you can't not like him.
No one hates
I
Andy
love
Reid. I
Andy
don't
Reid.
hate Andy Reid.
Pacheco's a fun running back. You got some like DeAndre Hopkins is out there. You got Chris
Tyler
Jones.
Brown's there.
Oh,
Chris
I love
Jones is
Hollywood.
there.
I'll always love Hollywood.
Justin Reed, Trent McDuffie, Nick Bolton,
Kelsey, like
Tran Hill.
Kelsey, he's a funny,
Ethan
he's a fun
Karlaftis-
guy.
I
Karlaftis.
love Travis.
But
He's
like,
fun.
Love
it's like,
Travis.
but we only hate these
Jason's-
guys because they're winning. Because if you looked at like the
Jason.
Warriors, you look
Yeah.
at like the Warriors. Everyone hated the Warriors for years because they were winning.
I still
Yeah.
think those rings don't count, but that's
Well,
just me.
the rings count. They count,
I'm saying I would say they don't.
There's
count,
an
but
asterisk?
That's a whole nother. They're asterisks.
and
Okay.
so does LeBron.
They're asterisks because that team was so freaking good that everybody knew
But
they
so
were
does
going to
the
win
COVID ring.
anyway.
The
They
rings-
knew they were going
rings
to
don't
win.
have
Like you knew,
asterisks because
like when
every
you
ring
when
has
you
an
see Kevin
asterisk.
Durant and sorry we're switching to basketball.
Would you say
but
the-
when you see Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Clay, and you're like, oh yeah, this team's definitely
Draymond.
gonna go all the way to the finals every year. Like yeah, we knew.
Yeah,
And
but-
We all
Draymond.
knew.
Okay,
and
but
Draymond, yes.
you can't
Would you
okay.
say the
We
you say
knew.
the
Miami Heat?
Heatles?
Yes, they have
With asterisks?
All those have asterisks because you have the
Is it just like super team?
Can I-
All
can I
super
finish?
teams
Because
should
no
have
one just don't like
asterisks.
Look, if you look at the
At the
leagues,
end of the day.
the first year that he won, there was the whole thing with the players sitting out and not wanting to play because of like their contracts being messed up.
Like a strike?
Are we back
year.
to football or basketball?
Basketball?
Okay.
Because
We're
he brought up
going
basketball.
off the
Sorry,
rails
we're
right
going
now.
off the
Jake
rails
brought up
this podcast.
Jake brought up the
boys.
Heat. I know a lot about the basketball, so I'm going to say right
Yeah.
now.
Say what you want.
It's okay. I let you guys talk, so I'll let you finish.
Every championship could have an asterisk if you want to put it on there. Like even last year,
I don't want to smack you.
That's not what I meant.
I know. Sorry.
like even last year's championship could have an asterisk. Oh, the Bucks, like the Celtics, played every injured team in the planet to get there. Yes, crazy. Like
True.
If you want to put an asterisk on everything, yes.
See, but that's different because Tatum's been waiting on that ring for a minute, and also
I can name 50 players who've been waiting on the ring for a minute.
All right, do you
Chris
want to get
Paul's
to
been
the
in the
game?
league for 20 years and he hasn't won a ring.
that's I can't blame him for that.
Do you want to get to the game now?
But at least he got to that. There's a moment in time. All that stuff happened.
Yeah. So like Kevin Durant, he won a ring and deal with it. Like it's like
All right, we love Kevin Durant on this podcast.
I don't. He
DC,
does.
Maryland native.
Maryland native.
Love
yeah.
him. All right,
Texas
got the game ready.
Longhorn.
Cue it up then, G.
Yeah.
All right. Can you guys name the top 10 players in the playoffs according to Madden?
Yes, I can.
I could try.
Do you want to? Yeah, just guess away.
Did we guess?
Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry.
Okay, one at a time.
Well, they're both 99, so like that's why I'm.
Go back and forth.
So Derrick
Or no.
Henry,
Okay, fine. Yeah, Lamar, Derrick.
Derrick Henry,
Derek's 2, Lamar's 3.
Travis Kelce,
Travis is 1.
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, he's a
He's 99.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson,
Yes, he's 4.
Barkley.
Barkley,
Oh,
yes,
he can just spout him out. But I have to go
Barkley's
back and-
6.
Sorry, I
This is
kind of
crazy.
just went it.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Whoa.
You're just gonna go back. You're gonna go back to
Whoa.
back like that.
Okay, we
Yeah.
don't need
Okay.
rapid fire like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
Patrick
gonna get
Mahomes is
rapid
10.
fire.
Okay.
Who else did you say?
I said
Josh Allen.
Okay, Josh Allen is 5. 98.
So we got the 5.
You got top 5, and you got 6 and 10.
AJ
so you
Brown.
need 7, 8, 9.
AJ Brown.
No.
Monroe St. Brown.
No.
He's not a top 10.
Chris
He's
Jones?
95.
Chris Jones is 9. 97.
Come on now.
Derwin James.
Nope.
Did they screw his over? I don't even know what his overall is anymore.
Jesse. I can't believe Jesse hasn't.
Oh,
Top
TJ Watt.
Yeah. 7.
Okay.
He's a 98 overall.
Justin Simmons.
Nope. Justin Simmons on the Falcons.
Okay, and he's still a great.
Terry McLaurin?
Secondary
No,
player.
this is in the playoffs.
Terry McLaurin?
Okay, one. My bad. I said a player.
I'm
Patrick
telling
Surtain.
I just
you.
said Terry McLaurin.
No.
Patrick
I don't know
Surtain.
what his overall is.
Yes. Patrick Surtain 8. He's a 97
Come
overall.
on, bro.
Mike Evans?
Talk
You got
to
it.
me nice, bro.
Yeah.
You got it
already
all.
got 10.
Oh.
You got 10.
Yeah.
I thought you said top 15 for some
Talk
reason.
to me nice.
10 is okay. 10 Patrick Mahomes, 9 Chris Jones, 8 Pat Surtain, 7 T.J. Watt, 6 Barkley, 5 Josh Allen, 4 Jettis, 3 Lamar, 2 Derrick Henry, and 1
It's
Travis
disgusting that the
Kelce.
Ravens have the 3 and number 2. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That just makes my brain rot sometimes.
makes me so happy.
I didn't ask you for happiness, okay?
Whoa, you
At
don't care
least we
about my
had someone at
happiness?
7, so you know what?
Yeah, you got a
Shout
top
out
10
TJ.
guy.
Shout out
You don't
TJ.
have a top 10 guy, so you should be happy.
I'm very happy.
No, I'm not. That wasn't a
That's
shot.
because our
Yeah,
quarterback's
it
a
was.
rookie. And they're not
No,
gonna
it
get him
wasn't
be
a
any better.
shot.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Anyway.
indirect.
Anyway.
What's his Madden
Can I
rating?
bring up mine and then you can bring
Yes.
up your ranking? Yes, finally. All right. Now,
Finally.
and I'm joking.
Yeah, it's like I
Um.
don't let him
So
talk.
yeah, regular season ended on Sunday. Boys, we had a great regular season. Probably one of my favorite seasons of football that I've watched. So can you guys name the top 5 moments from the 2024-2025 NFL regular season?
Am I allowed to guess?
Is this? We're guessing.
No, I'm gonna tell.
I only remember one.
Sorry,
of
I
them.
have to cue it up again. I
Okay,
messed
do
up.
it.
I messed
Take
it up.
2.
Sorry, guys.
Take 2.
I'm gonna give you guys the top 5 moments from the 2024-25 NFL regular season. You guys are gonna react to.
Okay.
Oh, you're just going to
To
give
this
them us.
list.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, number 5, we have the Lions' fake stumble trick play touchdown. So it's the one where
Oh,
Jared
yeah,
Goff
yeah.
stumbled and then he threw the ball to Sam Laporta in the end zone for a
That was a
touchdown.
great
Can
play.
I've just always been curious. Is that really a play? Because I could also see that completely just saying that afterwards.
Ben Johnson has done
I
crazier
guarantee
plays.
that was a play.
Okay.
They had a
But,
play.
like,
They had a play where
it's
Penny
kinda-
Sewell caught a football. So I mean, I don't
My-
know what's going on.
my thing with
I'm excited
that-
to see what they do in the playoffs if that's what they're doing when the games don't matter.
That's one thing that people were like upset about them doing that because they did against the Bears, and people were like,
I don't
just save
care.
it.
I don't care.
you're gonna
I love
win.
watching it.
No, I get like the entertainment part of
Yeah,
it,
I love watching it. I wanted to see that.
but like, I'd like to see what kind
I
of.
feel like this is the man that would
trick plays
consider
they
going
got.
for it on 4th and 86.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
they just probably like do
Jared
like
Goff's the
3
punter. Oh my
hook and
God.
ladders.
3 hook and ladders to somehow make it over there. All right.
Ugh, he's
Number
Penny
4.
Sewell just knocking everyone
I'm
out.
gonna move on my list.
Okay.
Okay. Number 4. Josh Allen's lateral touchdown against the 49ers in the snow where he threw it, I believe it was
Oh, Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper lateraled it back
yeah.
to Josh Allen, and Josh Allen ran it back for a touchdown.
I love them, like Amari Cooper talking about it. He's like, I just thought it was a play, so I just
Yeah.
like tossed it to
I
him.
just tossed it.
Oh yeah, he was like, I thought Josh wanted me to do it, so I just threw it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was right there.
It
so
was
it's like,
it was.
I mean, it was a
insane
sick
lateral
play.
touch. It was a sick
worked.
play in the snow. It's just
Yeah, the snow,
vibes were
the snow,
immaculate.
the snow made
the
it
snow
so
is
much
such
better.
a factor. Like you guys don't understand. Like when you do a play
like
and then
Pickens.
huh? No, I'm not gonna quote Pickens. Chill out. Chill out.
Quote him?
That
I,
was wild. Shut up.
Is this quote
He's
bad?
talking about the Browns game. The Browns game where
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm talking. Yeah.
but the weather.
Don't talk about that. Don't do that.
Don't worry, he
my
can't do it without
my
the weather.
hands are cold.
Yeah, I know.
What? I just said my hands are cold.
Yeah. All right, number 3. We have the Garrett Wilson Jumpman touchdown
Oh,
against
yeah.
the Houston Texans on Thursday night.
Halloween.
Football. All 3 of us watched this
Halloween.
game. We saw this play live, and it was
Bro, I
sick.
I said they should change the.
that logo. He made it
I mean,
a logo catch without
maybe
even
not.
trying to make it a
That was
logo.
I want to hear what
That
you were
was a
gonna.
stretch.
I
No,
was
go
gonna
ahead.
say,
No,
that was a
say it.
stretch.
Say it.
That's
no,
gonna
say
get
it.
you a lot of
Yeah,
Say
I'm
it.
not saying
Say
it.
it. No.
No.
Now
They
you
could
have
make
to
a
say
shoe
it.
with it for him.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like
That's
make
what I
his
mean.
own cleat.
You
No,
were
that's-
trying
no.
to make that into his logo.
No,
No, the
that's
Jordan logo.
Yeah.
that's what I mean. No, that's what I meant. Like, do that. Like, change the logo to that, but like just for like his shoe.
You know, it's really he's not. That's not gonna happen for one reason.
He's not a Nike guy.
He signed with Adidas.
Okay, Adidas,
Which is so
Dude,
unfortunate. Like
what's his
that,
name?
That was just there.
What's
and now
his name?
he's not
Devontae Adams is trying to get him to sign with Jordan. I saw.
He can
Would
switch.
would you say if Adidas used it, would that be like a copyright thing?
They,
Jordan would
be on
have
their
a lot
butt
of
in
conversations
so
about
fast
that.
you couldn't even sell a T-shirt before he already got
Saying.
on them. You don't want to mess with those guys.
Like,
legal.
look,
I didn't know because
Look,
like it was his.
Garrett
It's just a
Wilson's version
catch.
of the
You don't
jump
wanna
man
mess-
was cool.
Yeah.
Again,
I
it was
guarantee-
accidental. That wasn't what he was trying to do. That's just how it looked.
I'm not coming at Jordan.
I guarantee they've got like at least 60 copyrights
Jordan
on
did
that.
that.
Thing.
Jordan did that purposefully every time he dunked the basketball.
That was his.
That was his
I-
thing.
Well, dunk contest.
I am in no way, shape, or
even when he
form.
dunked, even when he dunked,
coming
he
at
didn't
Michael
make it.
Jordan
He
or
did
the Jordan
sometimes do
brand.
it like that.
So if anyone thinks that, I am not doing that.
We know
no, you're not. You're
Yeah.
not. But
All right.
Don't come at me.
Next one. Number
I thought you were gonna go
Number
there.
2. The Saquon Barkley reverse hurdle against the I think it was the
That's
Jags.
2.
Yeah, it's number 2 against
Dang,
the
what's
Jags.
I think you know what number 1 is.
Oh,
He
is
knows.
it?
He knows what it is, but I'm not gonna. We're
Is
not
it
gonna.
that?
But let's talk about number 2 before we get to number 1, please.
That
All
was
right.
that's the craziest play I've ever seen.
That's probably the world's number 1 because
Athletic.
nobody
Yeah,
ever
but it was football play.
an athlete has never attempted to reverse hurdle a player.
I don't think he meant to,
I don't
but
think
he
he
did.
didn't mean
It-
to do it. That's the thing.
See, the only
It
reason
just
why I could
happened.
ever see the fact that there was another hurdle it was being compared to.
Like that's just like the
Like one of
athleticism
his?
you have to
The-
have.
It was. I saw. No, it was not his. It was. I saw it being compared to like the Brandon, not like the Brandon Ayuk hurdle from a few years ago. Like how crazy. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The
I know
one
what
he
you're talking
hurls
about,
the defend the corner and then goes straight in for the end zone.
yeah.
Like
But
just
you
how
have to
crazy
have a
in
lot
the
of
moment it was.
athleticism.
Bro, it was bad.
You gotta have a lot of quick thinking.
I'm not saying they're the
you
same,
gotta
but
have
that
a
was
lot
just
of
like instincts.
awareness that you just have to be like, I'm backwards. I'm gonna just hurdle and see if and it works. Like that's like.
It's not- I heard it's not the first time he's tried it either.
Bro, that
Tried
was
it
just
in New
that
York,
was
but-
pure instincts.
Like Barkley ain't doing that on the Giants.
No.
I don't think he's doing that.
He tried.
He could.
I mean,
He
he's
could.
done
He could
hurdles,
have done
but
it. He could have done it, but
not
like
backwards.
That was
Like,
just
we've
like
never seen
Oh
a
my
backward hurdle after he did a spin move.
That's
That's not the play I was
insane.
saying about that was better. I think it's all time, not this year, so that's why it wouldn't be
Oh.
included.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, that
that's-
was the sickest play I have maybe ever seen.
And like you go back and you watch it and you see all the players' reactions. All the players are kind of just like,
Like,
"What
what
just
would
happened?
Like
What are
no
we
one,
doing?
no football player should
What are
be
we
able to
doing?
do that.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Jump
Like,
back.
If there's
Backwards?
anywhere that it would be the NFL.
No, I'm just saying like
The best athletes.
we've never
best of the
seen
best.
it.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing.
All right. And number one,
That'd
So
be
cool.
the best moment
In
of
the
the
Kelly Green.
2024-2025 NFL regular season is the Jaden Daniels Hail Mary against the Bears, the Landover Miracle,
It's the Hail Mary.
the Hail Mary that basically put the Bears in the coffin for
I
their
got a
season.
question.
They have not. They won
Basically,
one game since.
Sam won one game since then, and pretty
was that,
much
11-game losing
propelled
streak?
Jaden Daniels rookie of the year odds. His everything.
It just is like,
made
oh.
him a bona fide
It's
star
just like
in
the
the
stamp,
NFL.
stamp of approval.
That took that
And yes,
that was like
some
his takeoff.
Some people will look at me in the comments and be like, "Yeah, Jaden Daniels' touchdown was luck. Sure, any Hail Mary is luck. Ain't
Yeah.
no
No
one
one-
going to deny
All
that."
right.
Hail
I was
Mary
just
is a
wa-
luck
Okay, I was just
play.
watching on First Take the other day about that, the exact play.
Yeah.
It was Stephen A. Smith was talking all about like, oh, it was just luck. So guess what? You got to get there. And he never talked about luck when Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers threw a Hail Mary. It was all skill when they threw it. It's if you want to say it's skill for a Hail Mary, it's just skill for a Hail Mary. If you want to say it's luck all around. You can't just be one way for
No,
one. You got to get the ball there.
Hail
I'm
Marys
saying- I'm
are
saying for
pure
people-
luck play.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
that
if you
for
want to
people
say it
who
for
are
like, if you want to say it's skill for some players,
No, I agree
No,
with
I
that.
get that.
I
I'm
agree.
saying this for people who are going to be like, man, no, Barkley's reverse hurdle should definitely be number one. But then you have to think about the context behind it.
what's the
A rookie,
guy's name on the
a
Jets
rookie,
last year?
Terry. I think Terry was covered
The
very
fair.
well in that game.
Oh,
He's not
Tim
even the one that
Boyle.
caught the
Tim Boyle.
football.
It's not easy to throw a Hail Mary. It's-
Exactly. It's not.
Javon Holland returned it 99 yards.
Like you saw Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl, he couldn't even get the ball halfway that far.
Well, he
And
got
also,
hit.
I think it's just
So
what
did-
happened.
He got hit on
That
the play.
moment basically changed the course of the Bears 2024 season and the Commanders, if you really think about it.
It's-
Because now they're in the playoffs. The Bears are not. The Bears kind of just flew off a cliff. Caleb Williams has not been good since then. This game was basically trying to
Nope.
be like, who was the true number one pick of this draft? Was it Caleb? Was it Jaden Daniels? Who proved they were the number one pick or should have been the number one pick was Jaden Daniels. That's why this is the best
rookie
moment
season,
of 2024 because it's like he cemented that he's the best quarterback in this draft.
Can I say one thing? As a Commanders
By far.
fan, I'm going to say
This
something.
season only.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Because you have the same situation from last year.
No, I agree, but I'm saying
Is that what you're saying? That I'm
for
asking.
this regular season.
Okay.
Okay, for
Yeah.
this season, yes.
For this season.
I don't want Jane Daniels to have a sophomore slump like CJ has had. And
I agree. Yeah, I get that.
I think he will not because he's shown
Now-
better areas than CJ did, like in his like more awareness and stuff. Like
Well,
I don't think
CJ
he will
was never
because
a
he's
runner.
mobile.
CJ's not a runner.
no, like
He
no,
just throws
just
the ball.
better awareness. I'm saying I didn't say like running. I said like in the pocket.
Yeah, they both,
Two-
but they both had different styles of quarterback
One just
play.
forced less.
Yeah, they both have different styles of quarterback play. I get it.
I think CJ had a slump because their O line is horrendous. They had injury after injury
He
at
lost
wide
Nico
receiver.
Collins the first best of the year. He lost
Tank Dell.
Stephon Diggs, and now he's lost Tank Dell until who knows when. So
Yeah.
Who's their wide receiver now? Goodness gracious. Then
Nico's
back.
still there.
I
Nico's
forgot-
still
I
there.
forgot
And he
Robert-
has Dalton Schultz.
Robert Woods.
And Robert Woods.
And
Double
they have,
Hutchinson.
and they have Deontay Johnson.
And Deontay Johnson. Now,
That-
Yeah, I know you
Whoever
don't like
that-
him, but he's
Whoever
No,
that
he's
Hutchinson guy is.
Schultz. They
Yeah.
have Schultz,
They have Schultz. Yeah.
Schultz,
and technically
Mixon.
Mixon can catch.
Yeah.
So they're not fine, but they're better.
Damian Pierce.
But with that being said, do you guys agree with the list from 5 to 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the list.
Yeah.
I would like the
Also, shout out Gum Train Sports. These are the guys that made this list, not
Okay.
me. So shout out to you guys. You guys made a
Can I ask you a question
impeccable
of an
list.
all-time hurdle thing?
Hmm.
So there's two hurdles that were being compared to each other. It wasn't my brain was going wrong. I don't know why I thought it was Brandon Ayuk. I don't know the guy's name. I've never used
What team?
What
was
team?
it?
Cincinnati Bengals backflip into the end zone.
Oh,
Those
the
were
front
two,
flip?
Yeah,
Oh,
the front flip into
Oh,
the end zone.
No, I was
Those were
way. No, I was way better. Than
that's
that.
what I was like those were the two
Like
that were being compared.
that was like
I think that
he-
was like 2011.
I think he was.
It was a
I
long
think it
time
was a
ago.
wide open. It was a touchdown
What's his name?
celebration.
No, he was
Something
over somebody.
Jerome.
No, he didn't.
I can pull
Was
No,
his
it,
name?
it was a touchdown celebration. He literally flipped over into the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. There was nobody there. I think.
No.
Was somebody there?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
I'm
flipped
tripping
over
then.
somebody.
I'm tripping.
He did a front flip over, I think. Unless no, he did the flip, and I think like when he started his flip, someone came in and hit him,
Jerome
but he
Simpson's-
just flipped right in.
Because he thought he had a wide open. Because
Yeah.
he thought he had a wide open to the end zone. So he was I'm gonna do a front flip.
I'm
just to
pulling
see
up
what
right now because I
happens.
forgot.
I
Honestly.
think his name's like Jerome Simpson.
Simpson?
But no, but we
Yeah.
literally never see anyone do a reverse hurdle before. So I don't.
Only reason why like there's like
I
flip
don't-
and it was also a touchdown. One scored.
But it's
Yeah.
a reverse hurdle.
Personally, I would have that at 1 and the Hail
Like,
Mary at
I'm
2.
not saying nothing against this dude. This dude had is
Just
a
because
crazy
I've seen
flip.
Hail Marys
It's an
before.
insane flip,
Yeah.
but you've never seen anybody in the NFL even attempt a reverse hurdle. More than like
don't
them
think
even
anyone's
trying to
thought-
attempt it and get it.
Saquon has.
I don't think people have like thought to do that.
No one's even like
No,
I
like,
want to do.
bro,
No one's thinking of doing
Besides
anything in
There's
reverse.
footage of
Saquon,
okay,
maybe
there's-
like
on the
one
Giants-
time, maybe. Like
But
how
like
often would you
in
think?
a game like situation, I'm not doing that. That's
But,
not the
Michael-
first thing I'm thinking of doing.
Michael, how many times? Like, do you actually think someone would like think
He was,
of, like,
he was getting
doing-
closed out before it. It was like he was going to play defense.
Yeah. Do you,
He did that to
Michael?
get there.
Do you think?
That's-
Do you actually
It's
think
a
like
reverse
someone
hurdle.
would like?
I'm not changing my mind about that one.
You're good.
someone
I
would
don't-
be like,
I'm not trying
hey-
to change your mind. I'm just.
Do you think someone would actually be like, "Hey, I'm gonna do a reverse hurdle"?
I think there's like
they
2 or
probably
3
laugh in
players that
your
would
face.
try and do it that I could think of.
But like,
Who are the two? I'd love to hear this.
like hurdles are like front hurdles are different. Like you're doing it backward. You can't even see.
You can't see the person. You're kind of just like I'm hoping I'm gonna hit. I'm hoping somebody just
Like-
goes under my legs. Whee!
Like Saquon literally said that he saw the dude out of the corner of his eye
Eye.
and just jumped. And was like, yeah, I mean, he cleared.
and nothing like that. Like I said, that front flip was insane. But like
I feel like that's something
Never
that you would
seen a
have seen
reverse
Antonio
hurdle.
Brown try and do.
I
He
can't
did.
believe
He
we
kicked
brought
that
up
punter in the
Antonio
face.
We're talking about the player, not the person. So we can talk. You can say
Brown. I
whatever.
can't believe we're talking about Antonio Brown.
I'm just saying, like you said, and you ever play? What do you
Yeah,
even
I
think
know,
about doing
I know,
that?
I'm separating-
The first one that came to mind.
I mean, he did. He like
He literally
cleated that
clicked-
punter in the face.
He could have done it.
was-
I don't know if
that's-
he could have done it, but
He
could
would
have
have.
attempted.
I said he would
He
have
could
tried.
have attempted it.
He would have tried
He
it.
could have attempted
That was such a great video because, especially because if he just cut back, he would have scored a touchdown.
Facts.
He said, "Frick your face."
He just wanted to kick the punter.
Yeah.
All right,
All right, that's my list. I did that.
all right.
I hope
you
y'all
want me to
enjoyed. I hope y'all enjoyed that one because
I liked the list.
Rank.
it was fun.
All right. What's the next ranking?
All right, I'm gonna rank from. I'm okay.
You're gonna do it.
Oh
or we
no!
gonna do
Start
Oh no!
over.
Oh no! Here, can I cue it in for you?
You want to cue it?
Yeah.
Okay.
it? Jesse's loving his queuing today.
I love queuing today, guys. It's fun.
Do you want to cue the next one?
Can we just cue the first one and then we go to the next
All
one?
right, just go.
Yeah. So, since we're talking about the playoffs, this is a playoffs podcast, so this is just us talking about like how excited we are to be in the playoffs and be in
I
those
can't-
atmospheres
No,
and
him.
things like that. Basically, Jake is going to give us his ranking of the top atmospheres from each stadium that will be seeing in the playoffs this weekend, from 8 to 1.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
All right.
there should be a new 8.
What?
All things considered, with what happened, there should be 8.
Oh, I already considered.
Yeah.
It. You already
Yeah.
considered it. I got you.
All right,
Okay.
here we go. Ranking top atmospheres in the NFL playoffs for every team that has a home playoff game or can have a home playoff game. So, 5, 6, 7, you're not in. Sorry.
I don't care.
All right.
I don't
Do you want me to go
think
8 to
that-
1?
I prefer ruining it.
Do you want me to go 8 to 1?
Yes.
All right, number 8, State Farm Stadium. 1, it's not even their home stadium. Great.
Okay,
Which is unfortunate for
Yeah,
what
it's-
happened.
I'm not saying it's not.
Have some compassion, Jake.
Show some niceness.
Jeez.
Goodness gracious.
Okay.
Next, anyway, 7,
So-
NRG
social-
Stadium,
Where's that?
Texans.
Thank you.
6. Raymond James Stadium.
They won't have much home field advantage because I don't know how the Chargers might just whoop them and that's gonna be free fun.
Texas fans go hard. I've been seeing it.
Oh, they go hard. They go hard.
So I just don't. I also did this based on like what I've heard. Like they're like.
Texas
basically
goes hard
what
for
I've heard
football.
because a lot of
Keep
these
going,
I haven't
keep going.
been,
You got it,
so
buddy. You're doing a
it's
great
just
job.
based on what I've
Keep
heard.
going.
You're doing a great
You've
job.
only been to
6
one of these
Raymond
teams.
James Stadium.
Vikings?
Bucks.
It's close.
Buccaneers with the pirate ship.
That low key could be higher.
Dude, Tampa.
Bucks fans go
Bro,
kind of crazy.
Dude, Florida.
Bro,
It's from Florida.
have you really ever heard someone be like, "Hey, Tampa's really hard to play in"?
Florida. It's Florida.
They got the cannons.
Florida people, bro.
The cannons.
They do.
Florida people go crazy. They do.
There's a whole segment on television.
Can you
about it.
honestly tell me a time where someone has
You
said,
could literally look up Florida man did something on your birthday.
Bro,
and you
that
will
has
see a
nothing to do with
crazy
football.
job.
Continue, just continue.
Go ahead, continue.
I've never
No,
heard
you were
anything
making
about
a statement
that.
about. I was going to answer.
I've just never heard
Go ahead.
anyone
Go ahead.
say that it's a tough place to play. Like the atmosphere, the fan, like everything.
It was
it's
tough
just
for them
not
week 1.
okay. They played in what? When did you play? Like September when it's like 98 degrees.
September, yeah.
You can't control the environment of where you're playing.
Bro,
you have
it's
to go in there and play.
January now. It's
I'm
not
not
going to
saying
be
anything.
98
And it's
degrees.
probably-
I'm not saying that the reason.
That's not the reason.
Well,
I
we
never
played
said
them in the
that was
playoffs
the reason.
before.
But you just said the environment.
It's hard. It is
Yeah,
hard
the
to play
environment
there.
has an aspect to it.
Yes.
The last time we
so
played-
the heat.
The last
Florida.
Okay,
I'm letting
What's
Michael
the
talk.
environment
I'm letting
mean
Michael
then?
talk.
yeah, like
No, I don't know what you mean. Like, what does
It's-
environment mean then?
where you are. That's like the environment.
The place
It's
where
just
it
like
is, the
Like the fans,
the
like the
stadium,
stadium,
yeah.
like.
they're hard. It's crazy.
Okay, I've never.
I'm
heard,
not disagreeing.
I've
I'm
never
just,
heard
like,
it
saying
being
it is
hard
crazy.
to play in necessarily.
What numbers you? Yeah, I'm at 3 or 4.
6.
6,
Oh, 6. Never mind.
5.
That's why I said it was a little
Wait.
low.
This was hard, but
It's low.
I'm probably
It's low.
gonna get
It's low.
flamed for some of these. But whatever, I don't care. This is my list. Not you guys. Them.
And we're still gonna disagree.
5.
But we can disagree.
Ford Field.
Motor City is crazy.
5?
Bro, do you know how hard it is to rank these places? Because all of them are probably very hard to play in.
I'd say there's 3 that are the hardest ones to play in, and then after
4.
that,
Ford Field is probably top 3.
Yeah,
Ford Orchard Park.
that's the
Bills.
Bills. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
That's
it's
tough.
only. I think the weather's the hardest thing about
Yeah.
them.
Bro, would you not
No, but their
agree
fans
like
are crazy,
that
too.
these
are.
5
Their fans are crazy. They're
Bills
But it's
Mafia,
really hard
they're
to scream
crazy.
when your
No, I agree, but their
vocal
fans,
cords are frozen.
are crazy. They'll still do
Would
it.
you-
They will
okay,
still
answer
do
this
it.
question though, real quick. Do you not agree that ranking these 5 is insanely hard?
Yes,
I'm assuming
But-
I'm assuming 3, 2, and 1 are the top 3 teams.
Okay, 3. This is because I
Just go
have
from 3 to 1 so
personal
that we can hear it.
experience
Is
being
Grace
there.
Baltimore?
M&T Bank.
I have no idea.
I couldn't tell you.
But I'm telling you, M&T Bank is probably the most underrated atmosphere and how loud it can
I
get.
just don't know about over Ford Field, in my honest opinion, but I could see it.
Bro, if
see
you want to put them at 3, that's fine. This is hard. It's a hard ranking.
Okay, and who's number 2?
2, Lincoln Financial.
Phillies too.
Yeah, Philly's insane.
Yeah.
And number 1?
One, because their fans are just ruthless. If you go there as a visitor,
If they
good
don't win
luck.
or if they don't win or lose, Philadelphia's gonna go down in flames.
I'm talking about 1.
1 Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Either one. Philly or Kansas City, win or lose, they're gonna.
1 Arrowhead, because
Arrowhead.
I did hear Jack and Adam say that they went to a Chiefs
Shout out,
game.
caps off.
They went to the AFC title game when they played the Bengals both times.
And it was insane.
And they said, like Jack said, that was the most insane place that he's ever been. And I was like, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I was like, I know that's the loudest stadium on record, at least for the NFL.
I remember I remember back
Maybe the world.
in 2000, the early 2012s. I don't say 2012s, but whatever. Like 2010s, Seattle being like that.
Yeah.
That was
They're called the 12th man for a reason.
yeah. That was
Yeah.
They're like
They've lost their
But
luster,
also,
though.
you really have to think about back
No,
then.
yeah.
Back then, that's when you had like the Legion of Boom. When you had Russell Wilson in the prime, you had Marshawn Lynch. You had Tyler Lockett in full form, and Quan Bolden,
Bobby Wagner.
it's a whole nother vibe when you're talking
Brandon Browner,
Seattle, and the 12th man. Like that's like it gets loud.
Cam Chancellor.
Was it Martellus Bennett or Marcellus?
I don't know.
It's either one. It's one of the Bennett boys. It's one of the Bennett boys.
I think Martellus was the Bear tight end.
Yeah.
But that's why I said Legion of Boom, because like you get put all those people in that realm. But yeah, when you talk
receivers?
Seattle, when you talk Seattle, Seattle's crazy. What?
Who else are their receivers?
And Quan Bolden, Lockett.
Bolden never played on the Seahawks.
No, Bolden was somewhere else. I don't think he was.
Bolden was on
Lockett
the.
Was one.
No, Bolden was on. He played for the Cardinals, the Ravens, the Niners, and the Lions.
What was that?
Was
one
Bolden.
Guy's name? That was a wide receiver. He was a wide receiver too around that time, but I forget his name.
I know that one guy, Matthews.
He had a crazy catch in the Super Bowl that got them to the.
Jermaine Kearse.
Yes, Jermaine Kearse. Crazy player. Had a crazy catch in the Super Bowl, and then instead of them running the ball with Marshawn Lynch, they passed it, and then history from there.
What was their? What was that one?
Isaiah Bolden. Sorry.
Oh, Isaiah.
What was the?
I just remember Bolden.
Frick, what's his name? Was it?
No. Right now.
What?
He was one of the receivers. He was like number 83, I think.
Nah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Look up 83 on the 2013 Seahawks. I forget his name, but he was pretty good. And that Matthews guy who had the insane game in the Super Bowl. That was like his only good game though.
What Matthews? What Matthews are you talking about?
On the Seahawks. The dude that like torched the Patriots. And that was like his only game in his career that he did well.
What number was he?
The other guy was 83. I think.
Or were you looked up Matthews?
I'm still looking up. It's just loading.
Okay.
2013 roster I have loading up.
But when you talk about Seattle and you talk about their stadium, the 12th man, it goes insane. So without that being questioned.
But anyway,
like the Steelers, if the Steelers had home field advantage, if we were talking about them, like they would probably be up. They're not gonna be up there with the 3, but like when you go to how do you say it to save my life? I'm just gonna call it Heinz Field. Wait, that's what I'm gonna call it because that's just how I know it. It's Heinz Field.
Acroseer?
It was Doug Baldwin. That's what I was thinking about.
Doug Baldwin.
Doug. Yeah.
I was like there was a
Doug
on
like
that.
if you talk about Heinz Field and you talk to somebody who's a Steelers fan, it's like, bro, Heinz
Golden
Field
Tate.
goes.
Golden Tate was on that team.
Golden Tate was.
That's when he won his.
Who was the 8? Is there 83? I think that was his number. Because I remember he was pretty good.
Doug Baldwin.
No, it wasn't.
That might have been.
No, Doug Baldwin was not 83.
I said it might have been.
I'm telling you, that's not Doug Baldwin's number.
I just said might, bro. I don't know.
83 was Lockett.
Yeah, was it Ricardo Lockett?
Ricardo Lockett.
Yeah. Jermaine what was Bolden's number?
Oh, Percy Harvin.
Oh yeah.
Do that.
I did have Percy.
Bro, I loved Percy Harvin.
Yeah.
We're talking too much.
What was Tyler or Doug Baldwin's number? Was it 89?
89, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, I didn't know. I'm not a.
No, I was just saying, like, I know
Bennett?
that's not his number.
Did you say Michael Bennett?
That's who I meant.
Yeah, he was there.
Michael Bennett.
Yeah, he was a right end.
Yeah, he was D-line.
Yeah.
They had, like, what was it? Bruce Irvin, I think.
I mean, you could say. It's hard to talk about atmospheres
linebacker
for stadiums because every person that has been to a game for their respective team can say their stadium's atmosphere goes absolutely
berserk. This is gonna butthurt some fans.
It's very
subjective. It's a very subjective
and that's
list.
how it is at the end of the day when it comes to stuff like this. Because he says M&T Bank goes crazy when they're in a playoff game.
Oh, it does.
I would say Heinz Field goes crazy when they're in a playoff game. You would probably say Lando Field would go crazy if they hosted a playoff game.
Probably would.
Probably.
At this point,
is it Landover?
Yeah, no,
it's in Landover, Maryland, but I forget what
whatever
it's
that
called.
credit card company is.
Northwest.
It's Northwest Field.
Northwest Field.
Like probably would
used to be FedEx.
As a Commanders fan, you would think it would go crazy.
Speaking of fields,
Justin Fields.
It was just.
Please don't.
Don't
start that back up again, or I will actually punch you.
Well,
that's aggressive.
I don't care.
I was just at the old stadium a few days ago.
That was a crazy stadium.
RFK
That's
Stadium.
unnecessary.
that one used to go crazy because
Where?
they won Super Bowls.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not
RFK.
Even gonna
And well, that's where the new
you
stadium
talking
Yeah.
about FedEx?
No, that was their old.
RFK.
That was our old stadium.
in DC. That's I was just there a few days ago, and that's where they're building the new stadium, which got officially signed off and approved of. Like the president signed the land over
Sick.
to
They're
the
getting a new
Commanders.
field.
Yeah, and they're gonna switch names too.
Go back to the Redskins.
Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
they should.
Sorry, you just saying Justin Fields.
Bro,
just
it's
brought up
fine.
Fields. Brought up Fields.
It was a
good
joke.
for you. That should be all good feelings.
Wasn't that was a good
No,
joke? That was
it's
good.
not because of what Justin
You're not a
Fields did
Bears
this
fan?
season. I'm talking about what he always be talking about. when
No,
we talk
he
about
just
Justin
doesn't
Fields.
like that. I don't
like to talk
Justin
about it.
Fields.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm not talking. I'm just saying one statement about
That's
it.
fine, and that's okay.
Cool. Anyway,
He just doesn't like that I don't like Justin Fields.
We got on a tangent,
No, I don't like
which
that
we're
you
good at doing.
disrespect Justin Fields.
It's not disrespect. It's just facts. But anyway,
I'm gonna bring out my seeds if we don't start moving on.
go to. All right, you do Bible verse
Damn.
now.
You have one more.
verse. No, I don't.
Each matchup.
Oh, duh.
Jeez, man.
He's extra
That
special
was your
today.
favorite one.
I know.
That you wanted to cue up. Go ahead, cue it up,
All
G.
right. I ranked every single matchup from Wild Card Weekend, and you guys are gonna give me your thoughts on it.
We're probably still gonna.
You want 6-1, 1-6.
6 to
1 to 6.
Which one?
1 to 6. Let's
Just
switch
said
it
six.
up.
Agree. Rock
don't-
paper scissors.
Take it. 6 to 1.
6. I got the Chargers and Texans.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just the Texans don't
But it
excite
could
me
be
now.
a good game depending on what.
It could.
But
what
there are also
Texans
those
team
games
we
that are gonna be
get.
better.
Matchup wise, though,
Sure.
don't
okay.
love it.
Okay.
It's not my most exciting game.
All right.
5 Vikings Rams.
That should be 6.
Vikings Rams.
I
Bro,
can see
that
those
could be a
two switching,
shootout.
I
but,
can see those
that's
two
like
switching.
either way.
Okay.
4 Packers Eagles.
He
Don't
thinks
love
he's-
it
He's gonna be.
It's middle of
You
the
don't
pack.
love
It is
it?
middle of the pack.
No,
you don't
like,
love it.
because the Packers
I don't think
are
he got it.
sucking right now.
He didn't get it.
Oh, I got it. Got it.
Go away.
Got
That was
it. 3 Steelers Ravens.
I want
Any
this-
thoughts?
I want this at
No
6.
thoughts?
I'm surprised you put it that low,
I
but you
want
know.
this at 6 so bad. I don't care.
Next.
Steelers and Ravens at 6.
Because we're gonna get
Yeah,
Bro, it's a
blown
rivalry
out
game.
by the Ravens.
2 Broncos Bills. This game excites me a lot.
Sorry, that's not why I'm surprised.
What?
Just continue and you'll see why I'm surprised.
Okay, and who's number 1?
1 Commanders Buccaneers.
See, that's why I'm surprised. Now, do you see, like,
Bro, that game sounds so freaking crazy.
Wait, what?
What?
Do you like you being at 1 for a matchup?
I think we're gonna be exciting to watch.
Bro, that's gonna be an exciting matchup,
Dude, we've been
bro.
highly ranked for the last 3 weeks in a row for exciting teams to watch.
Bro, this game could be a
Shane Daniels on
shootout.
primetime has been amazing,
Jaden
So
Daniels.
could any
against,
of those games be shootouts?
but we're on primetime.
Broncos Bills? No.
How do you
Chargers
know?
Texans? Probably not. Vikings Rams? Possibly. Eagles Packers? Definitely not.
Steelers,
Because the
Ravens?
Packers can't score.
Definitely.
Guess what? The Packers can't score. The Texans can barely score. The Steelers can't score. The Packers. Oh, I said the Packers.
Oh, that one wants to go crazy
I
on
wasn't
my
gonna
team.
I didn't
Okay,
even say that.
All right. We were treading.
am I
treading
lying?
on friendly waters for the Steelers Ravens, and now he's like, nah, right?
Because you're like-
Steelers ain't gonna score. They ain't gonna
No.
do nothing. He just being straight up.
I said they can't score because the last I
Alright,
think
bro.
6 games
Hey,
they've averaging
I
17 a game.
I respect what you gonna say, and that's fine.
But
Too much
I,
dip on that chip.
Yeah, a little bit, just a
but
wee bit.
why is it crazy that I have Commanders Bucks at 1?
I'm not arguing.
He's not arguing with you.
I'm asking you.
I'm just,
I was a little
kind of
surprised,
crazy.
because I
what
thought
would
you-
be
shocked.
what would be 1?
I
I
honestly,
love the word we're using today. Shocked.
What would
I'm
be
shocked.
1?
I always thought
What
you were
would be
gonna
1
have.
then?
Probably Broncos Bills. A lot of people probably like watching that game. Not saying that your game won't be good.
You know
I'm
what
just
people
saying,
love? Points. You know what game game is probably going to
You know
be?
people love?
High scoring.
Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
That's why he won Rookie of the Week the last.
And you know what
4
people
weeks,
also
other
love?
than this
Baker
week.
Mayfield's sniffing salts before he goes onto the field and throwing
Zins.
4 touchdowns.
And Zins.
and Zins.
Yeah. People love that.
I guess it's why the Commanders at 1 than the Bucks. If it was the Bucks, somebody else, it wouldn't surprise me. But if it's I guess it's just the commies that's just getting to
But
me.
I mean, they're
We got the two most exciting
You
offenses.
coming
to
at
shoot
the
at.
Steelers offense.
Two of the
is
more
great.
exciting offenses.
Am
this
I
year.
wrong? I'm not like trying to come out them, but like
Saturday.
you can't deny it.
If the Steelers win, I think we should put a friendly bet up right now.
I
about
really
this
don't
game.
want. I don't want to.
I said friendly.
I really don't.
But I'm not, bro. I'm not
Here's
trying to
what's
come
the
at
thing.
you.
Here's how I think we should do this.
because-
Jesse, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
It should be a little bit more heavy on his end.
Okay.
All right,
You know why? Like because I think it should go proportionally to the odds of the game.
I'm down.
What would you guys say for to do for this
Are we doing
friendly
like
bet?
money wise?
Well, none of us are doing anything money wise. Have you look at our bank accounts and you're like,
I'll chug a gallon of milk.
that seems pretty. That's very big for. That's huge for him.
Fair. That's huge. Pretty.
What will you do?
Because I despise milk.
I'll dye one dread.
You'll tie
I'll dye a dread purple.
Oh, okay.
How's that?
I'll take it.
Deal.
I'll dye a dread
I
purple.
like that.
All right. Let's
Shake on it.
I don't like this at all.
I was gonna make you.
So is this-
I was
wait.
gonna make you chug something else.
No. Please
Is this
don't.
if it's like it's just a win thing?
Win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just you
Just
win.
win.
You win, and that happens.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like a
But-
point total
Nope,
or
I
something.
don't care about that
Okay.
stuff.
Can I
It was just-
can I go on a
I said we
rant?
just do it
Can I
based
just
on
do it?
how-
I
I'm
want to do
down.
a little rant before I read the Bible verse and then
Yeah.
we'll be done. I
Great bet. That's a great
the,
bet.
the disrespect for the Steelers makes sense because we lost 4 in a row.
It's not
We lost
disrespect.
to
I'm not
bad
trying to
team.
do that. I just want to clear it. I'm not doing that.
Sorry.
I'm sorry if that sounded
know.
like it.
I
but
apologize. I'm getting overly
not-
worked
I'm
up.
just
I'm
not
overly
doing that.
worked up right now, and it's because it's late. I just want the Steelers to do better. I just want Russell Wilson to play better than what I have seen. I just want Mike Tomlin to actually coach us to just try and move forward more than just being a first round exit, because it just seems like all we're trying to do is be a first round exit. And I don't know.
You should trade him to the Bears.
There's definitely funny.
No, I'm
There's-
not. That's like
Who
better give you a haul.
would probably give us a haul. I think we're just kind of sick as Steeler fans. We're just kind of sick of us always making it to the playoffs, and then we get to that first matchup, and we're always just like, well, we're cooked, we're done. Beds. This is our grave's already dug. So I'm
well, you kind of
hoping-
clock out after the 10th win.
Yeah, we kind of just
Like sail
yeah.
until
We were like we already got the another season where we're
Above 500.
above 500. So we're just kind of
Getting
like
a playoff
like,
berth.
after
we're good.
like I'm not trying to this is not trying to insult you, but
I'm here you.
after we played, we were not going to think that we would have ended with a better record.
No, not at all. That's just kind of, and I'm kind of sick of it. So it's like
Excuse me.
when we get to the point where it's like Mike Tomlin getting fired or rumors of him leaving the team is circling, it's just kind of like at this point, I can't say I won't be surprised if he does leave the organization. I just don't think they will, because what have I said before many times? We are a very loyal.
They don't get rid of
company.
coaches.
We don't get rid of people. We don't get rid of coaches. We don't get rid of people as
Unless
much.
it's like an
Yeah.
offensive coordinator.
Unless it's like
But that- even that,
who was
not
the guy?
very
Matt
often.
That's like a Matt Canada situation where it was like he's absolutely horrible. We gotta get rid of him. But like Mike Tomlin,
But even that took a
Mike
while.
Tomlin's like a very successful coach in this league for so many years. Yes, he only got to 1 Super Bowl, but like even that is like he's a player's coach. All the players love him. The fans love him. Why do I keep saying company? What thing I'm thinking
It's a
of?
business.
Culture.
The culture loves him. The Pittsburgh
The fans.
city loves him, and it's just like we don't want to see him fail. But like every single year since we had so many good teams, we had the Killer Bees era where it's like, oh, this team could definitely go and win a Super Bowl, and we didn't. And then now we have Russell Wilson, and we have George Pickens, and we have this great defense, and it's like, yeah, it's not the Killer Bees. So don't judge me on that. I know it's not that, but I'm saying we have the pieces to get us to a Super Bowl, and we still are not getting that job done, and it pisses me off because we have a coach who is so decorated and so good at his job, but we still can never make the Super Bowl, and it's so annoying.
You haven't won a playoff game since
We haven't won a
2016.
playoff game since 2016.
Yeah.
And there's like you guys. I feel like
We haven't been to the Super Bowl since 2009.
9.
it was 11.
9. Oh, no. Yeah.
2011.
It was 11.
Yeah, because it beat the
we lost
Packers.
the
Sorry.
freaking
Yeah,
Packers.
so-
I was thinking of the last time they won.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's
But
2011.
I think you should get rid. I think you should trade like.
You
Mike
need
Tomlin,
weapons, bro.
Trade Mike Tomlin to the Bears
That's really.
because they
all
need
it
a
is.
culture shock, and he can create culture. That's what they need. You need wins. So go after some
This
coach
would
they can.
suck to take the Bears.
I don't know if it's like Tomlin necessarily though.
But he can make a good culture, and that's what I'm
I don't think Tomlin. I'm not saying
He's not the
Tomlin's- I'm
problem.
not saying Tomlin's
He's not
the
the
issue.
problem, but he's not the
Us not
solution
having a capable pass catchers around a quarterback. That's our issue.
about-
Every stinking year, we're like, we only need one wide receiver and then a couple of scrubs, and then we'll be fine. Not calling all of them scrubs because they've been good this year, but
They've been better than your starting your
exactly.
star.
So, like, with that being said, like, and
Power
also
moves.
Najee Harris is finally coming into his own as a running back. But like, we've had it for multiple years,
Now
and
he's
we
a free
think- and now he's going to be a free agent. So it's like,
Will
Yeah.
you do what you did with Le'Veon
It's-
Bell?
it gets to
I
a
don't
point.
think so.
It gets
They're
to
not
a
gonna-
point with
'Cause
the
he's not gonna ask
Steelers
for that
organization
much.
where it's like, how much
But the price
longer
I'm not gonna pay him.
do we want to deal with mediocrity to a point where we will always be a first round exit every stinking year, and we
this.
always get every playoff, every pick in the draft, we're below 17 every single year since I've been a Steelers fan. I don't think we haven't had a first overall pick in such a long time.
It was 72 with Terry
Exactly.
Bradshaw.
So, Saturday's gonna come around. We're gonna play this game. I'm not excited. I'm only slightly confident because I think our defense can hold our own. It's a divisional matchup. We match up pretty well against the Ravens. We've done that plenty of times this year and last year. So it's just gonna come down to who wins, who makes the right play at the right time, and but if I'm a Ravens fan and you're Lamar Jackson, it's like, if you don't beat the Steelers to move on to the next round of the playoffs, like, what are you doing? It's basically a gimme.
Anyway, back to the Bible first now.
I didn't know if he
I
was
didn't know if you had
done.
anything else you wanted to say. For
But
it.
I was
thought
waiting a
you
few
were
seconds
going
for him to say anything
No,
else. But
just
I
that
don't
they
have
need
anything.
weapons.
No, he was smiling, wasn't he?
I wasn't looking.
No, was he smiling?
No,
You didn't smile? Okay.
just that they need weapons.
I was looking at what we had
Keep
left
talking,
on
I'm
the
getting my Bible
itinerary.
They need weapons. I don't think Mike Tomlin's the problem. I understand he might not be the solution either.
Go get
But if you have more
Vrabel.
weapons, around, like a great weapon or
Which
a
is why I
great and
think we
more
should get T.
above
Higgins.
average, like
We should get T. Higgins.
this team
T.
is
Higgins
going
and
to
move,
be good enough.
Pickens
So
to
you
the
get T.
2.
Higgins, you get Higgins to the 2.
And if you get a really good OC, like I don't think firing Mike Tomlin is gonna
Johnson
fix.
to the Steelers. Crazy.
Like I don't think if you fired Mike Tomlin or traded him, I don't think like unless you got like Ben Johnson, you traded him to the Lions, but
Or
that
Mike
wouldn't even
Vrabel
happen.
Or somebody, I don't even know.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a really
'Cause, like-
controversial head coach who I think should get a job again after just hearing him out at
Let me-
Barstool.
John Gruden?
I think Gruden should get another shot as a coach.
I mean, he might, but
He should. Look,
John Gruden couldn't handle Antonio Brown. Do you really think he's going to handle George Pickens?
no one could handle it. Look, Belichick couldn't even handle Antonio Brown. You saw that, right?
Antonio Brown's just his own.
Antonio Brown's different. But
Antonio Brown should not be the reason why.
look, all I'm saying is that we've had a lot of wide receivers with a lot of mental problems.
All right,
All right,
That's kinda crazy.
Let's read this Bible. We're going to read
Bible.
God's word today.
Bible verse of the episode.
1 Corinthians
Oh, I'm sorry.
15,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
58.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You just
That was
woke-
really
you woke
loud.
somebody up.
Yeah, my family's.
First
If your
Corinthians.
parents are mad, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Tell them I'm sorry.
Please tell them we said sorry. 1 Corinthians 15:58, which says,
That was so loud.
"Can you
I'm sorry.
apologize?"
He's trying to read from
You
the holy word
apologize.
of the Lord.
Thank you, Mike. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain.
Can I say one thing?
Mhm.
This is not about the Bible verse. I feel really bad because I was reading this and I thought we wrote down the Bible verse and I realized that was just a wrap up.
No.
I was like, wait a minute, that's not what the Bible verse said.
No. But yeah, I picked this verse today because this verse is important. This verse is about us standing firm to our faith and remember that giving ourselves fully to God's work is important. because God knows what we're doing. He sees what we're doing. He sees that we're trying to make this about Him, and it won't be in vain. It won't be negative and things like that, because God's looking at us and it's like, yeah, you guys are trying to further the kingdom. It's our own way. We're not preaching. We're not on a pulpit. We're not teaching, but we're just trying to show you guys what good Christian content looks like, and us trying to follow God the right way. And we're not perfect in that way. Also, we're not perfect, not even the slightest.
No.
But
Definitely not.
we try every day to resemble the light of Christ everywhere we go. Even on this podcast, we try to pray before. We try to do our own individual Bible studies and things like that, because it's important to us for people to know how much we care about God and want us to make sure that He's first in everything that we do. And so it's important that's why this verse meant a lot to me. And that's why I wanted to give it to you guys as a encouragement for believers and non-believers alike. So, I don't know if you guys have anything else to add to that, but
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why I'm crying. I'm crying because of this Steelers stuff, and I'm just like sad.
well, let me reread that really quick.
Oh, it's cry too.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, I did read something interesting. Another record was broken this season.
About what?
Most QB wins in a single season.
And who won that?
Jane Daniels.
How many wins was it?
12.
Good for him.
He set the record. It was held by Brad Johnson since 1999.
Good for him. That's sick.
But yeah, basically, I agree with what Jesse said. Just that we do this podcast like Jesse said, we do like separate individual stuff, but we wanted a lot of the things for this podcast that we wanted was, yes, to talk about sports or talk about football and stuff.
It's the main thing. It's our
But the
passion.
reason we wanted to
It's the conversation starter.
Exactly. There we go.
To publicly show our faith, glorify God through the podcast, and basically just put ourselves out there, knowing that
we don't want to hide it.
We want to do this.
We weren't trying to hide it when we first started.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that we were just trying to not tell y'all. It was just something that was we knew that who we were, so we just kind of just went with the flow with it. But then we just kind of were maybe we should just outwardly talk about it, because I think it's important not only in our actions but also in our words as well. So I think that was the biggest thing. And now that we have done it, I don't think we would take that moment back and say, no, we want to not do that anymore. I think we've all benefited a lot from this experience. Definitely strengthened my faith. It's definitely made me want to read the Bible more and pray more and just try to follow God's word and things like that, because it's important and it's something that we should not take lightly, because you see the world right now. The world's kind of crazy. The world's kind of on its last leg, and we know that Jesus is coming back soon. We know what's gonna happen, so we don't want anybody to miss out on that opportunity to follow Jesus, and so we want to do that in this way.
We live in a corrupt world.
Sinful world.
Yes.
But can't not say that.
What?
Cannot say that. He's saying cannot say that we live in a sinful world.
I'm agreeing.
Yeah,
sorry.
He's
but yeah, I mean, this has definitely helped me grow more. It's definitely helped me push myself and to grow more in my faith than I have before. Give me an extra push type of thing.
Yeah, I got you.
Not that I wasn't doing it before as much as I should have, and this helped me do it more.
Because now we have people watching us.
Yeah.
It's and that's not to say that it took people watching us to do it.
I want to impact people.
But we want there's an impact effect that is to be said, that
Spread the word.
Kids could be watching us. Kids could be watching like us as adults, being like, this is how we started and like we wanted to talk about our faith. So it's important that we are doing these things. But
yeah, I feel like it's real quick. I also feel like it's one of the things for me is that I want to be like a role model, kind of like what you were just saying, for kids, for younger people, that
because it's
like giving them a sports
outlet.
A safe outlet,
basically.
And it's like you don't
expose
see,
them to
no, go ahead.
Jesus and our faith and try and impact as many people as we can.
It's not like we're not a podcast where we're like going to be only preaching the word and that's it. Like we could do that. We ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we just want to be like, we talk about sports and then at the end be like, yeah, we're gonna talk about our faith because it's important and that's something that we want to bring up. So that's the big thing with that.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
By the way.
I have a very good verse for the next episode, but we'll talk
all
about it
right,
later.
we'll save that.
We'll save that one, but it's gonna be a good one. Michael, do you have anything else you want to talk about? No. Jake, do you have anything else you want to talk about? No. All I gotta say is, man, may the best team win. It's gonna be a tough weekend.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a very tough weekend, but I'm very excited to watch it.
We'll post results of the bet.
You'll probably see my instant reaction on TikTok, most likely. So, and also, yes, did we ever talk about the fact that TikTok's not gonna be a thing anymore?
We'll cross that.
We'll cross that bridge till we get there.
Is that true?
It might be. It definitely might.
Well, we'll find something else.
Well, if
Instagram.
If TikTok does eventually get shut down, we will let you know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So it's fine.
There's got to be like another app.
And
like that.
It's a funny thing. Donald Trump said this. That's what's crazy. Donald Trump said this. He said, even if we get rid of TikTok, another app's gonna come in and take its place. So it's like,
I'm sure Elon Musk
somebody's
would love to
gonna figure out another app, TikTok app, and be like, yeah, we're gonna.
That's what we said with Vine.
Exactly.
Yeah, Vine Musically,
TikTok
Triller.
Like
Vine.
The third one.
Triller.
You never heard
it's
of it?
like Musically,
I know
basically.
what you're talking about.
I never heard of that, to be fair.
But like I'm saying, like those like all apps just came one after another.
Yeah.
After one died or something.
And then TikTok came, and that's the
I remember downloading TikTok in 2019 when no one was really using that thing. I was like, oh, this is the stupidest thing ever.
And now we can't get enough of it.
But also you could do like Snapchat has reels,
and also it's our
videos.
Snapchat, you can become like have a creator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is fun.
I got a friend on there.
Yeah.
Me too.
But yeah, that's.
She's a bodybuilder.
Anything else? No. All right, Jake. Give us the outro, brother.
That's gonna wrap up this episode of the Triple Threat Podcast. Make sure you go check out our channel. We appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. We will see you guys next episode. God bless y'all.
Go Steelers.
Peace. Go Ravens.